Welcome to Raven's Keep, where a bunch of friends come together every week to run, dodge, fight, and survive on our Daggerheart campaign adventure. Come along with us on this week's episode as we journey into perilous situations, unforgettable moments, and companionship that will last a lifetime. This is Raven's Keep. Following the attack at the assembly, you all took some time to rest and heal at your house with Killian, Burke, and Kyoba. After deciding what your next move is, you decided to track down Kyoba's captors and try to learn more information of their motives. You went to the area where he remembers being captured and spotted a small decrepit chapel built down at the shoreline to the east of Cape Row. Bubba approached the group that you saw there setting up a campfire, and used his smooth words to gain a seat with them around the fire, while Mozzi snuck into the chapel. After a while, the group offered to make Bubba one of them by branding him with a hot blade, and after starting to grow suspicious of him, Roska leapt down from the cliffside and with a single motion, sliced through the entire group on a critical success. That would turn out to be one of many. All the while, Clorinda hid behind a tree, observing the group. As the bodies all fell to the ground, a single bullet was fired as Deckard attempted to help in the attack. I lost my place. Once they were dealt with, you all made your way into the chapel and found yourselves in a small room where Kyoba was held prisoner and beaten bloody. Mozzi and Bubba headed outside to sit by the fire and stand watch. You found another amulet inside that room, similar to the one that the fanatic who attacked the assembly had on him. You also found a letter written to one Sister Rora, talking about infiltrating the assembly and sending one of their followers to the temple opening, and then commanding her to walk into the ocean. Signed by someone whose name starts with the letter K. Roska, you found a chest of gold, and in a second chest, some cool loot items and another note written by K about a trap they needed to set. As the chest slammed shut, you found yourselves in a loop tunnel that took you right back into the room. As Deckard attempted to kick down the crumbling exterior wall, he disappeared into it, prompting a strong wind to blow into the room. Roska and Clorinda, you both succeeded in holding on while the wind raged around the space. Mozzi and Bubba headed back inside to check on you all when the wind immediately swept them up. Mozzi flew into the wall and disappeared while Bubba was knocked unconscious and flew lifelessly into the wall as well. Clorinda, you decided to let go of the rope, followed by Roska, and you all found yourselves now in a large open room with a high ceiling. Around the room you spotted strange mirrors, horrific figures, and a corpse when the wind began blowing again. This time with a voice that spoke to you, telling you all that you do not belong there. The strong wind swept you all up and lifted you faster and faster into the glass ceiling overhead, and just as you were going to hit it, it turned into water, and you splashed into it, swirling around discombobulated. As you all found your ways to the surface, you drug an unconscious Bubba, and Kyoba to the shore, next to the chapel you found yourselves in. As you look up to the stars overhead, something doesn't feel right, like time itself is off. You hear a cough as Kyoba spits up some water. What happened? What was that place? You all right? Is he dead?
Deckard is standing over Bubba, just like gently slapping his face back and forth. Wake up! Wake up!
Mozzi starts pulling a fish out of her fro. Throws it on and back into the water.
I don't know what that place was. I've been all over this planet. I've never seen anything like it.
None of you recognized it?
Seemed like it was some kind of magic. Yeah,
But
fun shop of horrors.
I can't place exactly what kind it was.
I never saw anything like that. That was horrific.
Oh, he lives.
Oh,
Joyous occasion. Huzzah.
Oh, Bubba's like just starting to like awaken. Big old knot on his head. What the heck? What happened?
You look
What
like a
day is it?
unicorn.
Unicorn.
In the middle of your head.
His bulbous eyes. turned up. Oh, jeez Louise. Anyone have my hat? Anyone have my hat?
Coyote's gonna sit up, and you can see it like pressed into the sand where he was laying. Ah,
Oops.
He scares me.
must be yours.
Thank you, Yoba. And he just puts it on his unicorn horn. The hat. So it just covers it up. Not on top of his head, but just kind of on the front of it.
We can still see that.
What day is it?
I can't be sure, but be glad that you missed that. That was. I'll never forget what that was.
Everyone looks a little wet. Did we just go for a swim or something? A leisurely swim in
Well,
the night?
we ended up in the channel there. Don't know how. We were in a completely different place, and then 1 minute we were all drowning.
Sun out currently.
No, it is night.
Sounds like
It's
the work
nighttime
of
again. Okay.
mischief. Evil kind of magic. I like it.
Mozzi starts to shake out her fro, and when she does that, more algae and moss and stuff kind of like fling everywhere, like all picked up while we were out there.
Like a dog shaking
Yeah.
off.
Is the fire still lit?
It's like embers.
Okay, Clarinda, like, all of a sudden goes, and she, like, starts panicking and, like, pulls out several books and notebooks, and they're all wet, and her hands are shaking.
Oh, no.
You're writing your stuff.
This is not good.
Hang on. And I'm gonna use my wild touch, and I'll put a little flame, and I'll start to try to like
Not too
help-
close.
not too close, but like waft it over.
Thank you, Mozzie. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well,
That was-
it might just need some time. I'm sure it'll dry out.
The ink. Oh, it's
I heard
burning.
putting it in rice might help. You could try that.
Have you
I
turned
don't
it
think
off
I
and
have
on
that.
again?
No,
Do
is
you have
that
rice?
Well, I don't have any
scientifically-
rice now, but I'm sure we can find some. It's not that rare.
Is that scientifically proven?
Yeah, it's happened before. It works
Well,
for
hang on.
things.
I'm gonna. Is there like driftwood or anything on the beach?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some pieces around.
I'm gonna build a little fire, and then I'm going to just here put your books down, and then I'm gonna just be by them, and I'm going to create gusts of wind that just go through to help clear off the pages.
Thank you, Mozzie. And Clarinda's gonna help because they're her books. So
Well, maybe you can blow on them. Maybe that'll help speed up the process.
Me?
That's what the wind is for.
You want me to blow
We
on
need
the book?
extra weight.
I can't even like read barely. Why would I like?
Why does that not surprise me?
I keep switching
I said barely.
between each side. So like the wind will change depending on the direction. So I'm like going down on one side and then I'm going to the other side and trying to like
Clarinda copies what Mozzie is doing.
Bubba does try to blow on the books, but it's like, you know, those like party things when you blow on them and then just unfurls. That's his tongue. His tongue does that. And just ends up hitting the books again and getting them wet all over again.
I think we're good, Bubba.
Well, I'm just trying to help.
And
No,
even
you're
frogs
doing a
have
great
hips.
job.
I mean,
Do we need more driftwood, do you think, for the fire? Are you guys cold?
Yeah, I am cold-blooded, so a little chilly.
Why don't you guys build some more into the fire? We'll warm up before we make our way, since it's nighttime anyway.
Roska vanishes into the shadows, which are plenty now.
Last time I went to go get firewood, I almost got eaten, so I'm good. I'm just gonna stand right here and not do nothing.
He's looking for
As you all discuss that, you hear a snap from a tree branch from up up the path where you came. You hear footsteps approaching. Oh, sorry it took us so long. We managed to get a leaper. Should be enough to fill our bellies. And you look, and a dead, like deer-like animal hits the sand and kind of slides down into the sand from the path. And you look up, and there are several goblins coming back from a long hunt to gather some food for their setup here. And one steps forward. What happened here? Who are you? God! He's gonna pull his sword and he's gonna attack.
Well, friend, give me a second to explain the situation here, if you could.
There's one dice waterfall. As you're trying to calm him down, they all follow suit. Yeah, 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 yeah. And they all grab their sword, and they're gonna attempt a group attack.
I don't think that they like the fact that their friends' bodies are everywhere.
Oh, they're still there.
And
I think he did it.
I'm gonna spend another fear to spotlight.
Oh, he's gone. He's not even here. He vanished.
Spotlight all adversaries.
Oh, jeez.
And half a dozen are there.
We're getting into it.
They're going to run. Who came out of the water first? Clorinda.
Mhm.
You two are near the fire, dusting off your books, so they are going to target you first.
Of course they
And
Not the books. She gets very upset.
Children love the books.
Does a 10 beat your evasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, they deal. Shame, I need my calculator. They deal 18 points of physical damage as they all collectively come in and attack you with their short swords. And that's my turn.
When I see that, because I'm so close to her, I'm going to use my where is it? My vicious entangle and
Okay, go for
try to help. It rolled right out the thing. 14, 16 with fear.
That is a success.
Dude, where is my D8? I grabbed it last time
Here.
we played, and then I can't.
Just
find
keep
it.
this one.
Okay.
I don't use it.
All right. 4 points of damage.
Okay, so for similar to the group of goblins that you took out, every 4 damage that you do defeats an additional goblin within range. So you take 2 out. There's 4 left.
Yes.
Your vicious entangle. The vines come up and shoot sand around as they burst forth from the shore and wrap around, choking out 2 of the goblins. And since that was with fear, I'm going to go again. They are going to they're going to target you. They're going to turn their attention as 2 of them get strangled by your vines and then pulled down into the sand. Ooh, that's an nat 20.
That doesn't hit.
There's 4.
I believe
Under
her.
stress her.
I believe
Evasion.
her.
I believe it.
Yes.
So that's going to be...
Try again.
That's 3 against 1. That's democracy right there.
I don't know. How does that work?
Well, it's double damage, but they're minions. So the way that they work on a group attack is they each do 3 damage. There's 4 left. That would be 12 points. So is that 12 doubled?
Yes.
So 24
Okay.
points physical damage on you. That's a crit.
Okay, I'm gonna use an armor slot, soak that down to 2.
And as you take those hits,
Oh wait, hang on a second, real quick. because I haven't had this happen to me yet. So it's 24, and 14 is my severe damage. So it would just be that I would mark 3, right?
Unless
Unless I still could armor, and that could mark it down to 2, right? Okay. Just I'm making sure that I'm doing this correct. Okay.
The only way that you would mark more than 3 is if it doubles your severe. So your severe is 14.
Yeah.
If I'd have done 28,
Then I would
you would
be
have marked
screwed.
4.
Oh, okay.
You as you take these hits, you guys hear, "That's enough of doing nothing." And Kyoba's gonna push himself off and charge the 4 charge the 4 goblins that are still there. He has an ability called Combo Strike. After making a damage roll with a melee weapon, which are my fists, but before dealing that damage to the target, mark a stress to start a combo strike. When you do, roll your combo die, which at this point is a d4. When you do, roll your combo die and note its value. Then roll your combo die again. If the value of the second die is equal to or greater than your first roll, continue rolling until the latest combo die's roll is less than the roll that preceded it. Total all rolled values. So it's it's like Matrix is the idea.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Yeah, that's the brawler build.
That's filthy.
That's sick.
I know it's a brawler.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab D4 and I'm gonna roll
I hope your first one isn't a 4.
a damage roll, which is going to be, this is weird, I gotta switch up my dice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with hope. The hope. That definitely hits. Okay. I'm gonna do a D10 and a D6. Why do I get a
Real quick,
D6?
how many? Oh, never mind. I'll wait till you're done. I was just gonna ask you how many we had left.
I think he said 4.
Okay.
Brawler also has I am the weapon,
Mark.
which is while you don't have any equipped weapons, your evasion has a +1 bonus, and your unarmed strikes are considered a melee weapon. Use the trait of your choice, which I chose strength, and deal a D10 and a D6 physical damage. Both dice scale with your proficiency. Ridiculous.
Like that.
So that's going to be 9. 10. 11. 14. I just have to roll a 1 or a 2. 17.
And they're dead.
18, 19, 20.
And they're dead.
Sweet for coyote.
3s.
Didn't have to do
23.
anything. Right.
And they're all dead.
26.
Shouldn't have
And they're
got
dead.
him.
29. Okay, 29. Jeez.
I just imagine like Kyoba just like punching them into the ground and then just not stopping because he's
Yeah.
like, finally!
He just
I'm doing
cracks.
something!"
No, it's like in Dragon Ball Z when the punches are so fast and it just
Yeah.
blurs on the screen. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Just red mist.
that's really freaking cool. Yeah, so this previously Zen, I mean, he's been beat up, so he's been pretty low key since you actually met the real Kyoba. But he's been pretty zen so far.
Till now.
Sees you guys take some damage and is just fed up with this whole thing. And you just see him like come out of nowhere. And I mean, just hits every pressure point and weak spot these guys have. You see the short sword go flying, you see armor pieces flying, and yeah, all that's left is a bunch of red sand.
Nice. Guess there's no use looting the bodies.
Blimey.
Sorry. Are you okay?
Are
Are you okay?
Okay.
Hey, it's fine. Look at him. See what he just did. That was incredible, man.
Roscoe shows up at the top of the cliff
Oh,
because he's like, he was preparing to attack and he's like,
sorry.
Fear! Roscoe Sheliska has arrived. Oh.
It's
Sorry.
now a little late.
Sorry, Roscoe.
Little late.
Jump anyways.
I'll just put these away again.
he just
I guess.
casually sulks and goes down. It's like, oh.
I feel like you just like roll on your shell.
I have to tell Killian what happened here, what we saw. if magic like that is what we're up against, we might have some more preparation we gotta do than just a couple of road guard. And no offense, extra security detail's great. But that was magic I don't know how to fight against. So I'm gonna go report to Killian. He's still in Cape Row, but I'll catch him before he leaves the town, and we'll make our way to Windrock. Prepare.
While you're saying that, you just hear this like scraping sound, and you all look back, and Mozzi has the deer by like the ankle, and she's dragging it over to the fire.
The strongest plan ever.
Just thought maybe y'all could get something to eat. I know
Well, we
you
can't just
get hungry.
We have to dress it first. We can't just.
Oh,
We have to skin it.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't
Dress it.
No, we're not putting on a suit.
I just thought you
Like for the occasion?
put it in your mouth, but I knew it had to be cooked first, so figure I'd help out.
Thank you, Mozzi.
You ever seen a deer in a tuxedo before?
It's not what I mean.
Come on, man.
Professor,
Come on, man.
that was very impressive work you did.
I don't know if I would call it impressive.
And before you leave, I checked the goblin's memory before everything went wonky. It seems like these people kill themselves.
Fanatics.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. Usually leaders of followers that choose violence don't exactly have a lot of value on human lives. And probably don't want their plans getting discovered.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that was something that I saw in their memory. They were not responsible for kidnapping you. It was definitely this other group.
The Fanatics. Well, they didn't seem to place much value on my life. Why would they value their own? Thank you. It's good to know. Still, I try to prevent as much death as we can. Aside from yourself, there's not much the rest of us can learn from foes not among the living. That makes you uniquely skilled and of value to this group.
Yeah, she's special.
Well,
Special little weed.
Well, I can't imagine that everybody would have made it out of a room like that, so either whatever force was there didn't want you there, or maybe was scared of you.
We just said we shouldn't be there.
So it has some form of intelligence.
Did everything kind of go crazy as soon as Mozzie and I got in? Like, is that when everything started shifting?
yeah, why did you guys take so long? Was that just because of the room?
It was a trap.
You think they're scared of me and Mozzie?
Probably.
Like just us two? Because y'all didn't have to deal with all that crazy stuff before.
No, but we were stuck in a trap.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, I couldn't hear y'all screaming or nothing. It must have been that bad.
It was magic.
Yeah, but like,
We couldn't leave the room.
Every time we opened the door, we ended up in the same room.
But
Right. Yeah, it just sounded like you didn't know which door to open.
it's okay.
There was one door.
It's
One door.
It's okay. We
Hey,
saved,
I'm not-
hey, we saved their lives. It's okay.
That's fine. No,
That's all that matters.
Sometimes it would just be nice to hear
Everyone's
thank you.
alive.
You know, like how is that too difficult to ask for? Gee,
I
Chris?
pulled you out of the water.
I can breathe underwater. I appreciate it though. Thanks.
I guess you can breathe underwater when you're unconscious.
That's
Can't
an
attest the
interesting
theory
point.
again.
That's an interesting point.
I mean, I breathe outside of water. I breathe underneath water.
Can you do it unconscious?
Sure.
Let's test the theory.
All right.
I won't hit him.
To be clear, you wanted us to leave you behind underwater? Because next time I can do that for you if you'd like.
You can leave me, but someone else will pick me up.
Like who?
Who?
Me? I
Bingo.
feel like I can't leave him behind now.
That's what I'm talking about, Mozzie!
I mean, I can breathe underwater, so I can help you out there. I
Listen,
suppose.
I'm sorry. I was just jesting with y'all. I'm making fun. I was pretty silly. Y'all got stuck inside a room, you know?
Bubba?
You don't hear it. Let me finish, please. Deckard, please. I appreciate all y'all. I know that's something you don't see every day. And it's some crazy voodoo magic. But, you know, now we know. We know what they're capable of. We know what to expect moving forward, right?
You didn't see what we
You didn't
saw.
see what we saw.
But you saw something, and now you know what to expect going forward.
We saw corpses hung up by the veins from their body.
Like puppets.
Yeah, I'm glad I was knocked out. Golly.
Mozzie, while you guys were having this fight, Mozzie's over there and she's putting the hat on the deer. she's like putting the gloves from the dead goblins on their feet and stuff, and she's like,
Ugh. This is
Deckard, is this close? Is this good enough for you to eat it?
Oh, blimey. Yes, Mozzie, you're doing just fine. Keep at it.
I feel like he's not actually telling me that. I feel like he's. What is the term when people don't tell you the truth, but they think that they're telling you the truth?
He's just being nice. I think you misunderstood when he said dress the carcass. Like a different definition.
Oh, this isn't his style.
I just throw the saw cleaver and chop the deer's head off.
Well, that's efficient.
Clorinda looks down and sees blood on one of her books and tries to wipe it away, but it just starts smearing. So she's like wiping even harder, but it's just smearing all over the pages.
Listen, we don't know how much time has passed. We don't know how many days until the temple opening. We still need to make it to Whisper Grove.
We need to see Sunny. I think that he's gonna be the key to this whole thing. He's gonna know. He knows everything. He would have known what to dress this deer as.
Sounds like a pretty swell guy.
As you're talking, you hear off in the dark.
Dinner's ready!
Welcome, a bell.
I was thinking of a bike bell.
This
I'm thinking like the
a
come
deep
inside our store.
seafaring bell.
That doesn't sound like one. Canonically, the
Is
Crimson
that-
Shell Scar has a tiny
Is
bicycle.
that
I think I need a different.
I think that's
bell.
lore
Nope,
now.
nope, it's canon now.
Your boat. You know, it couldn't really. You couldn't really. You couldn't really afford a large bell. So
Captain Redjaw was so generous he was. With my little bike bell.
sorry.
Oh my god.
And you see,
My goodies.
Strikes fear in the hearts of man.
you see, you see, like faint torchlight start to break through the dark beyond the water's edge. Who goes there? Who are you all?
It is I, your best friend.
I have to be sure. Shalskar. Yes.
Yes?
It is us,
As he
Shellscar's crew. Your
he-
best friend.
he approaches
Barnacles.
It'd be my pirate crew, yes.
he approaches the sand. Highlander told me that I would be able to find you.
Who?
Gillian.
Oh.
Erdman.
Killian and
Come on, dog. Come on. Come on.
Killian and Burke hired me to bring your boat up, but you're several days late. He
Several?
How many days?
told me, by my count, 3 days.
That can't be. I was just looking in my other notebook that did not get wet,
But
and
I'm sorry not to dispute you or anything, but I was paid to bring your boat up 3 days ago. I've been anchored off these shores since. I was told to find your group by way of one of my own, as we share a similar heritage, friend.
I can tell. You sound just like him.
I don't know what you mean.
And as he lifts the torch up, lantern up. It's a very similar Galapa pirate that you don't recognize him specifically, but he's a very very similar to you, very similar walk of life, and he was chosen because it would be easy to find your group, and it would kind of be a way to make sure that you each have the right people, basically. I was contracted to bring your boat up 3 days ago, and I've got some business in Cape Row, so I don't mind to be off, but, I have to bring up the awkward topic of payment. I was contracted for 1 day, it has been 3. You might have a little bit to pass my way.
You can have this deer.
I'm gonna hold up the head. It still has the hat on it.
I have no use for extra food or animal.
You could sell it.
Don't imagine there's much demand for a deer head in Cape Row.
Well, there's a whole body of it there. There's the rest of it.
How would an extra bag of gold tempt you?
I suppose that'd be fair. I'd be just fine with that if you can spare it.
Very good.
Roscoe just takes out the bag full and chucks it his way. Yep.
A kinship indeed, thank ye. Is there anything else you be needing before I head off?
No, but we're keeping the deer.
By all means, you ought to sail the open waters. You might need it on your way. My job is done. I am heading off into the city.
What was your name, friend?
Marilys Cropa.
Marilys. Cropper.
Cropa.
Crow.
And you, friend?
Well, howdy, my name's Bubba. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm just grateful that you were able to bring this ship up here for us. We're gonna need it for a little adventure we're gonna have, so.
It was a pleasure.
It was fine. Very kind of you, good sir. Appreciate you.
You might want to, think about reinforcing your boat a little bit, if it to be sending yourselves out into open waters. There's a lot of dangers and hazards, as I'm sure you will know.
We got a fine crew here. I think we'll be able to manage somehow.
Oh, Merryman, if we ever run into you back on the mainland, do you think, maybe we could do some favors with each other someday, perhaps? If we come across each other in the future?
I think that would be right.
Yeah, if the price is right. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking my language.
Hey, all right, that's my man. Okay.
Once I conclude my business in Cape Row, I'll be heading back down to Tide Guild to assist Burke at the docks. So, if you find your way down south again now, be sure to see you there.
Merriman the Dock Man. That's great.
Close enough.
I like that. Good luck to you.
What a good guy.
Fare thee well, traveler.
Arr.
Arr.
I'm gonna look at Clorinda and I'm gonna be like, is this normal behavior?
I'm not sure.
Write it down. I think we might need to do more research.
Absolutely.
She starts to write, but then like her like what she's writing with starts to go through the paper because it is a little bit wet.
Starts tearing the pages.
So
sad.
Single tear.
Mozzi's gonna say, we're gonna get you a new book, I promise. We'll find one. Hey, sir!
His name's Merriman.
Yes, Marilys Croba.
Oh.
I'm not gonna remember that. I'm just a plant.
Perhaps
My
Mary for
friend
short.
needs a book to write in. Do you have any paper?
I can't say that I carry anything like that while I'm sailing. That said, I'm sure that you can find a journal or a book of some kind at any common shop.
Yes, but that will be so many observations not taken on the way there. But I appreciate the thought.
Well, thank you.
Sorry I can't be of more help.
I'll just be failing Rayma, that's all.
Oh,
But,
no.
Don't take it personally, man. She's a downer. It's fine.
In my experience, the gods are forgiving beyond our understanding. Don't think ye a failure so quickly.
That sounds like a great quote. It's a shame we can't write it down.
Clorinda's eyes just kind of like go upward, and then she just gets completely lost in thought.
Right. I'd best be off. Good luck among the seas.
Arr.
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 It's my language. What? Oh,
Adaptable, my man.
oh, let's see.
All right.
So as the waves are calm and your boat kind of just sits among the shore there, stars overhead.
Let's get on board.
Zoned in a little too much on Bagomir.
Ruska
Bagomir.
gets the head of the deer,
Man of the meat.
ties it on the mast of the boat.
Yes.
Nice.
It just slowly
It's my new
decays over
mast.
time.
It draws flies.
And you
His mouth is slightly agape, so it's like,
you hear from way up at the top of the hill.
Garr!
Ah!
Need some work, but you're doing fine.
It's
Oh,
fun.
thanks.
I like them. We should hang out with them more often.
I didn't know that yelling at people was okay.
It's the pirate's code.
I feel like it depends on the situation as well.
Not very good for, stealthily sneaking on someone to be. Garr! Yeah, I know.
Oh.
But you must strike fear, and you'll end
True,
up that
yes.
way too.
Okay.
Like my bell. Arr! Fear in the heart of man.
Yes, very fearful.
So, as Kyoba stands ashore, you all load up on your boat. I keep meaning to ask, what do you call yourselves? Your group, I mean.
The keepers. Oh, no, that's not right. That's just silly.
I mean, what would we even keep, right?
We do.
What was done here should be recorded.
I feel like you're just twisting the knife. You know, she's devastated.
Oh,
That's not
I'm
very
so
nice.
sorry.
Too soon,
I
Caleb.
meant
Too
nothing-
soon.
Meant nothing by it.
To be clear, recorded for whom?
Well, who's to know if we're ever going to see this magic again? And if we do, we have to be prepared.
That's fair.
We have to document what happened here so that if anybody else finds themselves in a situation that we were in, they may be more prepared than we were. So, if you have no collective name, well, I will catch up with you at Windrock. You can find out then.
We'll have a name by
I
then.
mean, you're
Yeah,
the wordsmith. You could probably figure this out on your own, right?
I mean, that's a pretty heavy task to lay on a amigo, buddy. Come on.
I'm quite a good wordsmith, you know.
I'll do it if y'all trust
collaborative.
me.
I mean, maybe we could think of something like the Deer Head Collaborative. And I'm just gonna take the head of the deer, just like.
Yeah, maybe Mozzie. I think I'm gonna take this one.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I like the effort and the thought.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you all saved my life. I owe you all a debt of gratitude. Sail safe, and I'll see you in the big city.
Thank you.
Bon voyage.
So, as you sail through the channel and up around the northern coast, you have a little bit of downtime.
Hey,
As you
alright.
head toward the Sproutswell docks, it is a short rest. Please choose one of your downtime options under short rest, and I believe it's a D4. And I get a D4 fear. I get a D4 fear. Bloop. I get one fear.
Fears for fear.
I'm going.
Fears of my players.
I'm going to tend to wounds.
How do you do that,
So
Mozzie?
I'm going to, when no one's looking, I'm going to put my root toes in the head of the deer.
So great.
And then I'm going to pop out one of its eyes with my root toes and put it in one of my pots so that my little friend is able to also get nourishment because he's still hanging out in my pot until I
hand?
replant him. Well, no, the hand is too, but like
Wait,
the little plant that I got from Killian's.
what was the eyeball from?
The fountain.
The hand was from one of the people.
No, what was the eye from?
Oh, the eyes from the deer.
Oh, that's my mast.
Oh well, it'll
No, it's a one-eyed deer.
Yeah, he'll put an eye patch on the deer.
Yeah, Don't forget you have that pinky ring on the hand that way you were gonna say.
Oh, well, we're going to sell it. It's
Yeah.
going to be just fine. And I'm going to repair my armor with my roots.
Nailed it. Okay. Deckard, what you doing?
I'm going to prepare so I get a hope. And then I'm going to pick other. And I'm just going to be brewing a quick batch of the tonic that I keep drinking.
Nice. Alright. Bubba, what you doing?
Clear a hit point and a stress, one of each.
How do you heal and feel less stressed?
It's kind of a twofer. So rather than just like walking onto the boat, Bubba went into the water and like floated around it, like face down. And like the water's a little bit cold, a little chilly. So it like healed his unicorn horn, and just floating in the water, is very relaxing for him.
That's lovely.
Before he even got on the boat, and now that he's on the boat, he was already fine.
Linda, what you doing?
I'm gonna tend to wounds she's just kind of gonna sit down cross-legged and just kind of hold her hand over her arm. I'm assuming that's where she got injured.
Mm-hmm.
And just a very faint glow. And it's 2 moves, right? Is it 2?
Two options, yeah.
And repair armor.
Okay. Right on. Yep, so it's a D4 for each.
Sway.
And Roscoe, what you doing?
Lorinda, what's your hope at?
Full.
Oh,
I have no hope.
okay.
If that helps at all, I have none.
Well, first I'm going to do some clear my stress, doing some breathing exercise with Clorinda.
Nice. That is a huge D4.
I know that's a lot of dice.
I thought that was Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Freaking.
That's a 3. And I will do some preparations with Mozzi.
Okay.
Going
How
to.
did the two of you prepare? For
He's
what?
going to teach me how to R properly.
We better hear that at some point soon.
Also to help properly navigate, yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you're sailing through the night sky, Roscoe, this is the first time since arriving at Cytheria that not only are you experiencing open waters again, but you can actually see Terega way off in the distance. A glow through the fog. There's the island that you know and love. How you feeling?
Roscoe's definitely feeling at home now, back in his element. Very comfortable in his seafaring ways.
Waters are yours. You've got some time before you land.
I'd like to say a few words,
Go right ahead.
if that's all right with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that okay, Clorinda?
Why did you ask these words specifically?
Well, you just didn't answer me yet, so I just wanted to make sure it was fine. That's all.
Fine.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. You all mean a lot to me. We're on this. I'm not going to call it a ship. It's too small. No offense there, Shelley.
I'm
We're on this boat. we're heading up into a place where, most of us have never been before. Relying on Mozzi, you're going to take good care of us. You're going to lead us. We're putting a lot of faith in you, a lot of trust.
Feeling the weight of your expectations.
That's good. We're going to go through some tough stuff, but we're going to come out of it better on the back end. And, that's only going to make us better. And better friends, too. Better warriors. Better storytellers. Better scholars. Better plants.
Yeah. I pat the top of the other plant that's in my dude.
But I want y'all to know. I know sometimes I get a little precocious. But I appreciate all y'all nonetheless. And hopefully y'all don't take it, too seriously. And, thank you guys. Sorry about your books, Clorinda. I know that meant a lot to you.
We're gonna find you new books. Better books.
Better books.
They have waterproof ones out there, right?
Not likely, but never hurts to look.
I'm sure we can find one. Magical ones,
Expectations, reality. That's also something else we're going to work on.
Okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be just fine.
Hopefully we won't be swimming in bodies of water regularly.
Yeah.
No, but that'd be a fun time, it would.
I agree, Shelly. Us water folk, we love that.
Aye.
Well, I just meant unexpectedly.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a
My
flood.
choice is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I could take the books out beforehand.
Yeah.
If we decided to swim expectedly.
We only had this pocket dimension, we could just put books in and then just take them out whenever you need them. Book space, if you will.
Clorinda
Like a shelf.
touches her locket, is just kind of coughs.
Well, we're going to find who we need to find. We're going to get the information we're going to need to get. We're going to
Yeah.
come back down. We're going to save the day. Ain't that right?
Get all the booty.
Get all the booty.
And Sonny, he has the best dung in Whisper Grove. That's
That-
our arrangement with him. He gives us all his poop, and then we give him all of our plants and all the things to eat.
And then we can finally have someone swab the poop deck. Yes.
I love that for you, Mozzie. I really do.
I don't know what to think about it yet. I'm sure I'll have a conclusion and a solid thought on it later.
I
But for
can't
now,
wait to hear what you guys think of Sonny. He's just so wise and so wonderful, and I think he's going to be really helpful. Feel good about this.
Feel good? Huh? I feel good. If you feel good, I feel good.
Of course, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for Stemson. If he sees me on Whisper Grove, he's going to want me to stop and join the band again, and I'm not going to do that.
Your people a musical one?
Not particularly, but well, yes and no. Stemson, though, he really wants us to do this band. And Twisted Petals could be awesome, but I don't know if it's for me. I feel like there's more out there.
Well, you've certainly seen a lot. Probably more than most of your folk have.
That's probably true. Nobody likes to leave the Grove. I'm one of the first.
Trailblazer.
Yeah. Hopefully, I also don't want him to see me, though, because I was going to send Bunny back to Whisper Grove, and so far all I've done is lost money.
Do your people value money much?
No, but, we live in a world that does. So sometimes we have to use it. I need it.
That's valid.
What do you use it for?
Well, all sorts of things. Most of the time we use it in order to get some extra stuff at our house. Materials, goods. Not a ton, but just stuff to help make our lives a little easier.
I would write that down if I could.
I'll remember it, and I'll tell you again when you get a book in your hand.
Thank you.
Sonny'll have journals, I'm sure of it. He seems like a writer.
Okay.
Mozzie, what about that mushroom folk? Did he come from your village?
No. See, I have a network and I have many friends out there
Yes.
that maybe I haven't met, but they're mine. And he was a special one that I asked for advice for when we were, dealing with that whole situation. And unfortunately, I think he got a little too excited about the things that we were doing. And I gave him a name because he didn't have one, and I thought that would be nice. But apparently, it was the wrong thing to do. And now he thinks that I'm amazing, and he wants to go kill people.
We won't interfere in the future.
I hope not.
He could be a useful tool, though.
I have a
Perhaps.
feeling we're gonna see him again.
Me too, but I don't
I'm
like
not
that
opposed to.
feeling.
I'm not opposed to it. Anyways,
Entertaining for sure.
very much so.
Have I heard him since we've done all this? Okay.
You think as you're laying down to sleep, you think you catch faint, like echoes of like a "Hey-ya!"
I'm happy.
here and there, but you're not sure if it's just your imagination or
PTSD.
PTSD.
I wonder what body part he'll have next.
Who knows?
Perhaps a foot.
Probably.
My whole
That's who we are.
my whole spiel was my rally for you guys.
Yes.
What does that do?
Thank you.
Just a D6
Adds a d6.
Yeah.
And we can do
Then
that
you
with
can
whatever.
For
You could
anything.
clear your stress if you need to, or all kinds of stuff.
and it is like to the roll. Like you can add it to your damage roll. You can use it to clear a number of stress.
Gotcha.
Equal to the result.
So, with calm waters, after a little while, you all arrive at the area of the northernmost border of Silkengrass, known as Laurel Sands. The dock there is where you rest your boat, and you begin on the main road up into Silkengrass, toward the border town of Sproutswell. Mozzi, this is the region of your home. Since you'd know it best, do you want to lead the way?
So when we get to Sproutswell, it's probably gonna feel more like Rosca's kind of place. It's a port. It has a lot of comings and goings, a lot of like these cute little seafair towns, and a boardwalk that just goes all the way down. But once we travel, are we now going from Sproutswell? Like, are we going into Whisper Grove now?
Yep.
All right. So once we pass through there, we're kind of getting into some woods for a while. And then we get to a path. That is one of those if you blink, if you miss it kind of things. And when we get to that path, we're going to see trees kind of like all around. And at first it literally is one of those blink if you miss it kind of things. We go through the path and you kind of see like the pine needles, and it doesn't seem like we're going to walk anywhere or get anywhere until we finally make it to this huge, massive oak tree in the middle of everything. And once we get there, I kind of look at you guys and I put my hand on the trunk, and the tree literally kind of like splits open for a minute. And I say, okay, come on. Walk through the tree.
This tree ate me? Gang.
No, it's friendly.
Never.
This is Gus. He's our guardian. He guards the entrance to Whisper Grove.
We're walking through a sentient being.
Of course. All of us are in Whisper Grove.
Fascinating.
As you walk through the main part of the trunk, you can kind of hear like the twisting and tightening of wood around you, branches moving, a slight low moan as the tree shifts around you.
And when we get all the way through, I turn around and I put my hand back and I say, rest easy, friend. Closes himself up. And then when we turn around, we're in the grove. And it seems like we're surrounded by trees, like all around the borders. But what you see is lush. There's a bunch of farmlands. And you see greenhouses. So there are all these little greenhouses that are all over the place, and that's where all of us live, in these little glass houses. And in this very center is a huge, massive fountain, and it goes out into all these different directions like an aqueduct. And you see the little Lichen children like running around giggling, and you see all the adults and they're talking to the plants and helping them to grow. And you see a bunch of like big fungrels that are like hopping at each other and slapping each other's backs right outside of the watering can. And I kind of just like send you to follow me, and we just are going through right to the center of town so we can get to the other side.
This place seemed bigger than the tree was.
Oh, yes.
It kind of seems like an illusion.
Surrounded by a talking salad. Emergency food supply, perhaps. Is there anyone you don't like?
Well...
She was talking poorly about Stimson. Maybe you could...
No,
feed him.
Stimson's a good friend. He can be a little much sometimes. Actually, I like seeing Papa Phil, but I don't know if he's around. Let me see. I'm gonna like walk around. I'm just gonna I want to use my fungal network to see if I can communicate with Papa Phil.
Papa Phil.
Papa Phil.
Can we please call him Uncle Phil?
Papa Phil.
Has to be Papa
13.
Phil.
R.I.P.
13 with hope.
Okay. So take that hope.
I will.
As
need it.
as you use your fungal network in Whisper Grove, it's overwhelmingly energized.
I was going to say, when we do use the fungal network, you don't hear anything, but you see everywhere like these little fireflies kind of like coming out of nowhere for some reason.
And you see all kinds of fungal folk around the grove pop up. Oh, it's Mozzi. Mozzi's back. She keeps doing that. Mozzi's back. Everybody's just like, oh, hey, Mozzi, it's good to see you. And you hear a deep, low voice. Mozzi, is that you?
Oh, Papa Phil.
Are you back so soon, or are you still in the city?
I'm here. Where are you? Are you at your house?
I am home.
Can I come by with some friends? I'd love for them to meet you.
You're always welcome here. And all of you think for just a faint second that being in this magical place, you think you might maybe kind of sort of hear a voice too.
He's home. Let's go see him.
And you can see, like, as you head down the main pathway through Whisper Grove, like, there are several people sporting pot shoes here in support of their friend. You're leading the charge, right?
Yeah. They don't know where Papa Phil is.
Bubba does. Bubba knows how to get everywhere.
Okay. Lead the way.
So we walk through and we come across this particularly greenhouse where it's like you can see that there's been moss that's hit the roof a few places because, you know, it's older. And there's like a little front porch kind of vibe with like a little rocker that's made out of vines. And there's Papa Phil. And he's a very, very old, viney, thin, gaunt little lichen.
He's rocking on his front porch.
Yep.
And he's kind of
It
got
is.
his root toes just kind of like flowing in the wind.
Papa, I keep telling you need those pot shoes. Why do you never wear them?
Oh, someday, Mozzie, you know I support you.
I know you do. I just worry about your toes.
Don't worry about me. We worried about you. How was the city?
Oh, there's so much to see, and there's so many people, and they have such interesting traditions and things that they do. But they don't treat plants always very nice. But these folks do, and these are my friends.
Friends,
Hello.
welcome to the Grove.
Hi,
This is
Papa.
Papa Phil.
Hello.
And he takes his like walking stick, kind of dips his vines to you.
How's it been at the Grove? Is everyone well?
Oh, just the way we like it, Mozzie. Quiet, productive. Everybody seems to be getting along just fine.
Well, there was one reason I wanted to see you in particular.
What can I do for you?
You've been here longer than anyone else at the Grove.
Hey. Yes,
Sonny. He's still there, right?
Sonny. I haven't seen him for a while. And what business have you of a shaman?
Well, he has some important information that my friends and I need.
Yeah.
It could help save someone's life.
Oh dear. Well, seeing that you're from the big city and have made quite a group of friends here, must be pretty important. Yes, I do believe he's on his island as usual. He doesn't seem to venture off very frequently.
And nothing's changed with the way to access him, right?
As far as I know, so few people who know the access to his island. I can't imagine that the way has changed.
Wonderful. Thank you, Papa.
It's really good to see you back here, Mozzie. Have you seen Stemson? He's been all twisted up since you left.
No, I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure that the whispers are going to reach him.
Be sure to swing by his house. Sure would do him good to know that you're okay.
Well, he is on the way to Sunny, so I guess that we should go say hi.
Is there anything else I can do for you and your friends?
Do you want to ask him anything? Papa Phil is so wise. Do you have any questions? He was the one who showed me how good composting will be. And I'm gonna hold up the hand, and there's like only one finger left. Like the pointer and the thumb are left, and then like all of these have become like bones.
You haven't forgot what I've taught you.
No. Here, make sure that you have it, and I just put it like right in his root toes.
Thank you. You don't forget this. He takes off the pinky ring that was kind of like dangling on the finger. Hands it to you.
Oh, yes, this is important. I'm gonna hand it to Deckard, and I'm gonna be like, this could fetch us some good coin, I think.
It could, yes, thank you. He's just gonna pocket it.
That's just a
Wonderful.
little bit disgusting. Just a smidge.
I've dealt with worse.
Okay.
Not
Hey,
all
that's
that
how you
strange
get
to us.
flies sometimes.
That's right.
Be nice.
With honey.
Not the last
They're
time.
bees.
No, shh, no one tell him.
Oh no.
Do be safe, Mozzie. The Grove's not the same without you.
Thanks, Papa. I'll miss you.
You as well. I hope it goes without saying that your greenhouse is just the way you left it. Always ready for you when you get back, and for your friends as well.
Actually, Papa, before I get going, I know that I might ask Sunny and he might have some, but my friend is in desperate need of paper and a writing utensil. Do you have anything?
Oh well. I think we can arrange that. Yes, certainly. One moment, and he's gonna kind of go into his room with his walking stick. It may not be of the finest make, but well, here you go. It's a stack of parchment and kind of like a really rustic looking writing utensil that still like has bark on it, and it's been just carved down to a point at the end, just well enough to make some marks on some paper.
Thank you, Papa. She's been having such a hard time because she talks with her pen a lot. And that's how she communicates.
Well,
so I think this has been hard for her.
Quite a bit, actually.
I did. Thank you so much.
Such value placed on such a humble thing.
I think it was an analogy. Because you know. But you do mutter to yourself a lot when you're writing.
No.
Yes.
With how lost the world is, it's very refreshing to see someone place so much value so humble a thing. It's good.
It's the highest compliment he has. Oh, yes. Thank you. All in service of Rama.
Yes. Certainly. Good.
They believe in things different there.
Certainly. Well, I think belief in anything is a good thing.
I'll be sure to request blessings on you from her.
Oh, certainly.
And thanks for this gift.
Many thanks.
Where she comes from, that's a very high compliment.
I take it as such. Thank you. Well, it is about to be about that time.
Yeah.
You really have to get going if
I
you're
know,
going to
I
get
know.
access to the island.
I know, thank you.
You're going to miss the window if you do not hurry, so...
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to see Stimson on the way back then.
Okay.
All right, come on. We're gonna go down this path, and once we get to like a certain point, we've had lush grass like all this time. We get to a certain point, and it just suddenly you can kind of see more and more sand. And so we're gonna go to this one little point, and it's all of a sudden we're like in a beach access.
This place is like its own little world.
Quite
Okay.
lovely. For me.
These ordinary creepy corpses with veins that, that'd be good.
I have to remember how to get this working. I'm trying to remember
And just...
how to get that working.
just as you're like, the sun begins to crest over the horizon.
That's right. Okay. Should be here soon.
As the sun's light begins to shine over the waters ahead, they glisten, and the light reveals a wooden raft out of nowhere, just at water's edge.
Okay, we gotta get in.
The normal vessel I'm used to, but okay.
I trust you, Mozzie. I'm on. Let's do it.
You can see through a ways out from the water, there is a small landmass, not crazy far. In fact, the waters between where you are and where this island is aren't even really that deep. They are relatively shallow. And you all hop on the raft and head your way to this island. It's not that long. Think a short ferry ride.
Buckleberry Ferry.
Exactly.
Actually, that's exactly what gave us the idea.
Yes. The sun is continuing to rise through the sky, giving some warmth on your skin. A soft breeze in the air, pushing the waves against the back of your raft, helping you along toward the island. And it is relatively quick amount of time that you would reach the island. Is there anything you want to talk about before you get there?
Okay, now, Sunny's really, really old, okay? But he's very, very nice. But we just have to be aware that he is very different than most people I've met. Given that he's not a person. He's a furball, and he's very old. So sometimes you have to speak up a little so he can hear you.
Gotcha. Understood. No, I'll make sure I speak clearly and loud enough for.
Yeah, make sure you
The old furball to hear me.
Make sure you shout. And Mozzie starts to kind of laugh to herself because she's totally pulling Bo's leg, and she wants him to wants him to think that that's right.
Decker's not saying anything. He's just looking at the horizon, tracing the Hunter's Guild symbol with his finger on his pocket watch.
Roscoe's slightly disappointed there aren't turbulent waters, so he's just kind of shifting the raft a little bit. He'd be like, oh,
Turn to port.
Arg! Is that one better?
You're working on it, yes.
You don't
From
need
the
to do
gut.
this.
I thought I did. I thought this was part of it.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Don't ever stop.
Wait, have we met a hook-handed pirate yet?
Not yet.
So she's just doing.
Yeah.
Love that.
I was like, I don't even
It's gonna be so validating when
Yeah.
you do.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
So, you reach the edge of the island, and this is a very small, just really small landmass. Couple of trees, little teeny bit of wildlife running around, and you see that built middle of the island is kind of a humble hut. The construction is rounded with a cap on top that is of like woven natural materials. And as you approach the Sun Hut, you are met with a formless voice that you all hear clearly. The sun shines upon those deemed worthy of the light of Shartha. Hope is divine. Let the most hopeful among you speak first. What is your darkest act?
Who has the most hope currently?
Like, actual.
Actual hope.
I've got 6.
As do I.
12-6.
Hmm.
All right. Those with the most have to say their darkest
Don't want me to say that.
act. I don't know if I should.
So wait, I have 6. Who has?
I also have 6.
I also have 6.
Oh, geez.
What if we have a tie?
I volunteer to not say anything.
Vraska, would you be brave?
Oh, sure, of course. Let's see. Darkest act.
I mean, does the beach qualify? Or is that normal day-to-day stuff?
I mean, it's usually the normal to do, of course, with the ones that are evil and incarnate and whatnot. Think. Let's see. You know, I did take someone's rations when I thought they weren't going to eat them, and then they were going to come back for them, and I said someone else ate them. That wasn't very nice of me, I admit.
You monster.
Yes.
Make a presence reaction roll. So it's a normal roll, just no currency is exchanged. So 2d12 plus your presence.
All right.
It's back. No way! No way!
Are you serious?
Yes! Proof!
The magic of the grove.
Yes. Okay.
Yo.
Well, you can't take a hope. Can you clear stress? You have
I
any stress?
just cleared stress.
So fun.
No currency transacted.
You hear a voice. In light, goodness will shine. Your heart is found in the light. Who's next?
Okay.
It's okay. You just have to say it, and he'll understand. I mean, it's just to help get us through.
We've all lived some pretty crazy past lives there, D-Man. It's okay.
Took someone's food. I mean, that's pretty dastardly, you know?
Yeah, that's
a
about
good
the
thing
worst
that
thing
he
I could
went
possibly think of
first.
anyone
Yeah.
doing.
Lighten the load, you know?
I doubt it's worse than what Shelly did.
Shrimp scampi, yeah.
I sacrificed the whole carriage of people to save a village.
Make a presence reaction roll.
That is 19 with hope.
Take the hope.
Mm.
Your heart is found in the light.
Right, Clarence.
Sorry.
It's your turn.
Lorinda's staring off into space and then starts shaking and then panics.
The darkest thing I've ever done? One time I read in pitch black.
How could you read then?
Make a presence reaction roll.
Just confused more than anything.
That's 17 with hope.
Your heart is found in the light.
Yay!
Although you read in the dark.
I'm next. Well, they had the most. I gotta do it too.
Oh,
Whoever has the most goes first.
We all do it.
I didn't realize either.
Okay.
I'm just as bad.
This is your darkest act.
This is my darkest act.
That's it right here.
I wasn't honest with my friend.
Well, that's something I gotta think about that. I've done some pretty wicked things in my time.
I'll bet.
Darkest thing I ever did. So back where I'm from, it's pretty commonplace to work at the logging mill. And we were short-staffed one day. And I didn't want to go to work. So what I did was, rather than go to work, help out my community, I played hooky. I stayed home and I took a me day. But it was fine, though. I mean, the work was completed somehow, but you should have seen my skin. It was glowing afterwards. It was a beautiful day.
Make a presence reaction roll.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
That's a 9
With
with hope.
take the hope.
He's the most dastardly of us all.
The most damnable thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the line is crossed.
As you feel the weight of your darkest act well up in you, as if it just happened. In darkness, penance must be paid.
Oh no.
Your heart is found in the dark. Mark of stress.
I promise I'll never call no show ever again.
So ridiculous.
In light above us, answer. Mozzi starts to cry and she goes, "I'm sorry, Sonny. I did something bad. I told them all you were hard of hearing, so they yell at you. And that was not true, and I was lying."
That was it, huh?
That was it.
Not the burying the hand. Or
That's a 14 with fear.
No transactions on it.
You rolled a 9?
Yeah.
Your heart.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, Bubba, the thing you did was really evil.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeesh. I mean, you gotta show up for your shift, man.
You literally
I'm
killed
so
people.
sorry, guys.
Well,
You
I
could
To
have
just
just,
save
thought
people.
that.
You read in the dark.
you could have just played with the word.
You read in the dark. Dare you.
I think it pays to be honest. That'll come back around. Watch.
well, I think we all were honest, but that's just dastardly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sacrificing a carriage full of people is just,
He was
child's
trying to
play.
help the
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
He killed some people to help more people.
Yeah. It's okay, my friend.
You were just trying to help yourself.
It was a selfish act. I'm so sorry.
You just need
As you
lots
say
of
that,
therapy.
As the stone moss covered, vine covered door opens. And as you all head into the hut, I assume.
I was just gonna sit there and cry a little bit longer.
The light around you darkens as you enter the hut. You see up ahead of you, at the other end, near the fire. You see a large figure kneeling down on one knee with his hand on the forehead of what looks like a halfling child. He whispers something. A light begins to glow from his palm, illuminating her face. You see now that she has a malady that creates boils upon her skin.
Ugh.
He just said, "Holy."
I love how the frog is the one to make a comment on the skin condition.
Glowing.
As the light blooms, her boils shrink and dissipate. He puts his hand softly on her cheek, and she throws her arms around him. He's so much bigger than her, her hands can't even connect around his neck. But she embraces him with thanks, runs off past you out of the hut. He lowers his head, takes a deep breath, looks up in your direction, stands to a stature much taller than you. Mozzi, it's good to see you.
Hi, Sonny.
Oh, are we expecting another?
What do you mean?
I just thought I felt another. I thought we were expecting another. Please, come in.
Okay.
And as you all come in and sit down, everything quiets around. The fire begins to slow to embers. And you all come in and sit down around the hut, and you see kind of around you is it's dim. It's a very dimly lit area, but in a very very calming Zen way. There's scent flowing around the area, a very pleasing scent. Fruity, floral. It's lovely. He has nets hanging of various fruits and flowers. It's very colorful, but dimly lit. What can I do for you this day?
I'm gonna immediately look at Deckard.
Why are you all looking at me?
Insignia.
Ah, yes. And I show him the medallion. What do you know of this?
Oh, let me take a look. I must look beyond sight. Do not be alarmed. He looks at the medallion. I look to Shartha, goddess of the sun. Bestow on me knowledge beyond the veil. His eyes begin to glow a bright golden light. And when he speaks again, you hear the same voice, but like 2 or 3, and they're slightly off from one another. The crest is given to followers of Baal from the region known as the Highland Rise. The symbol is wrong. Something is wrong here. There is an illusion curse upon this crest. Why bring this curse here? What trick is this?
It's no trick. We just brought it. We found it.
I would ask you all to take your leave.
You need to. We must know what this means.
And he throws the medallion at your feet. Hits the dust.
Pick it up.
I am sorry. And his eyes begin to dim back down. How came you by this?
Well, there was an attack. We got this off the perpetrator.
Who was the attacker?
No takers. No takers.
Chorus.
By the name
He was
of
a
Cor-
follower of Callus. We were told.
I do not know. If this symbol is not of any known god, I cannot say with certainty what this belongs to.
But it resembles Baal's mark.
Resembles, yes. Somebody has had the audacity to tamper with a god's crest.
Oh.
Something is masquerading as a god. That is dangerous beyond comprehension. The last time something tried to outwit a god, the stars above lost their light for 3 whole days. This is a cosmic defiance.
Sounds like their heart is found in the darkness.
To say the least.
Oh, now, Bubba.
He's not wrong.
Hear that?
There is no good intention here. If they've already attacked, another strike is imminent. You don't do this until you are ready for war, do you understand?
We don't have much time. We have 6, 7 days until this grand opening of the temple in Windrock.
The Colossian Temple.
Yes.
That makes things so much worse.
Sonny, there was a letter that was found. Signed as K. They have something to do with this. We don't know who.
I have the letter, right?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, unless it got destroyed with the water, so.
No, I have it. It was in a different part, which is hilarious because I was completely submerged.
Mm.
The letter had plot armor.
Sure.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
This is magical paper.
See. And it starts. Oh, this. Whatever is going on here, it stains the very letter in which the words are written. It lingers.
There was more. When we found this, when we found the letter, we were put into a trap, and then we entered into a don't really know where. It's almost like we were in a different plane of existence. There was corpses strung up by their veins. And then a voice saying that we don't belong there.
This is a mystery even to me. The gods, they want life, harmony. Even Valkyria herself, even the goddess of destruction, aims to rebuild. Why the horrors? Why the tricks? Understand. If something is trying to play the role of a god, they must be prepared. They must be strong enough to occupy such a seat. But to what end? You said the temple is opening.
Yes.
That is monumentous. I anticipated that this event would cause problems. Not everybody's going to be on board with it. But for an entity to tamper the very identity of a god, not only any god, but the god of peace and the god of the moon, it is nefarious. It is intentional. I cannot abide. I am an ambassador for Shartha herself. If there is a defiance against the gods happening, I must know about it. And I must put a stop to it. This crest. This crest was designed to deceive. It looks like the crest of Baal. But you and I know better. See it in your eyes. We know. You know. Whoever's following this crest is being fooled. They are being led into a destruction that we know very little about at this moment. But they are amassed. If this descended from Highland Rise, it could very well be where it is starting and where it must end. I must know the purpose. We have to put an end to this. This is beyond the Grove. It's beyond Windrock. I thank you for your haste. This is serious. The temple opening must happen. We cannot give this entity, whatever it is, cannot give in to the fear that it is trying to grow. So, you all, along with Mozzi here, are attending the opening, yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I am going to spend my time consulting with the gods as best I can. It's going to take pieces of me. While I do that, you do what you can to see to the temple opening. This thing wants to win. It wants a war. It very well may get that war. We have to make sure it loses. Do you all understand the gravity of what you have walked in?
If I may, just a couple questions. It shouldn't be that crazy. So you're saying this is a group of people who don't know exactly who they're following, but the person they're following is a make-believe guy. You're saying it's like a phony guy. They're trying to come off as somebody, but they're not that somebody.
It would appear so.
That's crazy. Who would do such a thing? Are there really that bad people? People that bad in this world?
As bad as you? Maybe.
Listen, I've confessed. Okay. Forgive me, Father, for I have stressed. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Where's that T-shirt?
Yeah.
Sponsored by Deck.
Patent.
Yeah.
Trademark.
We own that.
Trademark
TM
on it.
immediately.
Trademark.
Might have taken Cookie for 2 days. Wow.
I don't know. There are, yes, evils beyond this world, beyond the physical realm. There have been beings that have tried to steal the seed of a god before. Since nobody's been so foolish.
Well, how were they dealt with? What overcame them? What stopped them? These are just basic questions that we need to have some answers to if we need to know what we're walking into ourselves.
It depends on what it is.
Leaky faucet.
I have a leaky hut.
It's all right. You live on the water. I get it.
Yeah. Until we know more, until we have more information, we don't know what to stop. We don't know what it is. We don't know how to stop it. I will try to find more information. I will meet you west. The other side of Wanderer's Valley.
Wanderer's Valley.
On the road to the Rise. If that is indeed where it is starting. There may indeed be a new rise, indeed. And as he says that, you all are recalled to the letter. And what Kyoba said about his captors. They said that the earth will quake, and there will be a new rise. And at the end of the letter, the last thing written, you will rise again. Now, you said you have a matter of days.
Aye.
Then we have no time to waste.
Sunny, has this happened before?
Yes. Been lost to time. If you know what happened.
I don't, but the letter sounded like this wasn't the first time. And if it wasn't the first time, then whatever happened the first time would be good to know, right?
Maybe. I can only hope that whoever's behind this is nothing more than a reckless copycat.
Well, what was it the first time?
When the stars went out. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
3 days. There was a war. Long before Katra was what it is today. It was in its primitive form, inhabited by only a few creatures. There was a war that broke out on the planet. I believe you all, those well-read among you, would know this event as the breach that split the continents into what they are. That war did not end on Katra. It extended into the ethereal realm. Not everybody agreed with the creating of Katra itself. There were some, call them lesser gods, acted out of their depth. War broke out everywhere. The planet was almost destroyed. Darkness for 3 days. To reset. Start again. Be smart. And to know your enemy. I can only hope that something so cosmic is not going to happen again. I hope that whatever is behind this is playing with forces they do not fully comprehend. We are woefully uninformed. We need to find out more information. We have our job to do. Get to the city. I must be alone. I must connect with them.
I think we should go. He wants to be alone. We should probably hurry away.
I've learned that when people say they want to be alone, they just need a friend.
Clorinda stands up.
Oh. Please, all of you, step outside, ready your way back. Clorinda, a moment.
Clorinda was facing the other way.
Please, a moment.
Okay.
And Mozzi just walks right out.
Roscoe's already gone. Shadows.
Wasn't there one more here?
I walk out.
I go chasing after Deckard. Don't leave me in here alone with them.
You are such a ninny.
Man.
How did you know my name? I don't think I ever said it.
You've remained hidden. Quite successfully.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I am of no authority to tell you your actions, your intent. All I can tell you is to hide oneself is to deny one's true nature. Do you deem it wise to remain as such even to the ones you entrust your very life?
I think it's wise when you don't fully trust all of them. Perhaps as I get to know them better, things might be revealed. But it's just like when we were in the boat. I don't think it would be beneficial for everyone to know everything. That's why I played with the words, of course. That's why I wasn't going to share my darkest moment.
You don't get to be as old as I am without seeing people for who they really are. Sooner or later, who, what is hidden, will be revealed. Make ready yourself for that day. And don't underestimate the bonds of your friends. I just hope that this trust is not established. Shadow of tragedy.
I understand. She touches her locket. Is there anything else?
There's one thing.
What is it?
A gift. A gift, hopefully, as expansive as this gift you have up here. You are destined for something great.
Not sure how to take that. That's a compliment, but thank you.
You don't have to take anything. It's already with you. You see, everybody who walks in here carries with them an aura. Yours was unique. Foster it. Protect it. and expand it. He's going to take a ring off his finger. He's going to hand it to you. And as you touch it, you kind of see a sheen. He's going to say the word Meritrix. And it's going to unfurl into an ever-expanding, endless, infinitely paged journal. Blank and ready to be filled. This is a Meritrix ring. Meretrix.
She's speechless. There's a lot I can do with this. I very much appreciate it.
I have no doubt that there's a lot you will do with this.
There's much that I need to write. I must give word to Rayma of your kindness, though I'm sure she already is aware.
She knows. You just try not to keep all of yourself hidden between the pages, Clorinda.
I'll do my best.
Good luck. And keep him safe.
Will do.
She puts on the ring and walks away.
I just want it set above table. I got you a book, okay? I did my. When are you gonna trust us?
She brought the corpses of her dead brethren in a book form.
I mean,
So, as you all emerge from the Sun Hut, back out into the island, Clorinda joins a moment later. You all ready yourselves upon the raft to head back to Whisper Grove, to gear up for the tasks ahead. And that's where we're going to take a break. We hope you're enjoying the adventure so far, as Mozzi, Deckard, Bubba, Clorinda, and Rosca face perilous odds on their journey, each one coming from their own rich pasts, carrying their own driven goals. Mozzi, traveling from the fantastical, magical Whisper Grove, marches on bravely into a wider, larger world. Deckard, ever on the hunt for the next monster he can slash or shoot on his quest to rid Katra of its evils. Bubba, in a noble search for answers and solutions in an effort to bring an end to a dark reality. Clorinda, diving into the planet's deepest, most ancient knowledge in search of her own intellectual expansion, carrying secrets of a past shrouded in mystery. And Rosca, set to explore the lands beyond the seas in a quest to grow and prepare himself to once and for all be the captain of his own story. These brave companions bring their individual goals together to create a group capable far beyond the underestimation they often receive. Continue along with us across the continent of Cytheria on a path full of danger, wonder, and everything in between. And we're back. As you leave Sun Island, you've got a little bit of time until you reach the shore. What are y'all doing? Upon the raft.
You know, for someone named Sunny, he was awfully gloomy.
yeah, he wasn't his best self today. But he also had a lot to tell us, so that might be.
He had a whole lot of nothing to tell us. He couldn't really share nothing about what happened in the past. That would have been insightful. We don't know enough about what's gonna happen to figure out what's gonna happen. Yeah, duh,
Yeah.
bro, that's why we're here talking to you.
Yeah,
You're just
definitely
jealous
sounds-
because you're the darkest of all of us.
You know what? Y'all keep saying that. I'm gonna start feeling some type of way about it. You ever seen a angry Bubba?
I'm sure it is just truly frightening.
Don't get on my bad side.
Oh, okay.
I've never
You won't
wanted
like
that.
him when he's angry.
I've never wanted
So, Clorinda, Specs, if I may. He held you back to talk to you for a little bit. Would you care to enlighten us?
Yeah, what was that about?
He just said, have a good trip.
That seems like something he could have said when we were all there.
I think he did. Maybe he just wanted to say,
Really long time.
Have a good trip.
That was a really long time.
sure.
I don't feel like you're being honest.
Lorinda just adjusts her glasses.
Leave her alone. It's for her and her alone.
Well, you would agree with that. You're spooky too.
Comes with the territory.
Does anybody want to be doing anything to pass the time?
Can we do downtime?
No. You don't have that much time.
I have,
Okay.
I have
You
a
just
stress.
did.
I have a stress I have to clear.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, I also could use my rally die for that one, but
Like pink.
actually, that's what I want to do. Well, no, we're going to be in shore pretty quickly, aren't we? Never mind.
You got a little bit of time.
Well, what I want to do is actually not anything I have to do.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want.
What? Did you just have a stroke?
I thought it might be fun to use my aquatic scout since we're in the water.
Okay.
So I didn't get to last time. But there's really no advantage to doing it. It's just something fun to do.
You got time. Go for it if you want to.
Do it. Do it. Bubba jumps in the water.
All right. You forced my hand. I'm Margot Stress. And I'm going to be an octopus. I'm going to just flop out of the
Yeah,
the boat.
you see Mozzie's like leaves and stems and stuff all turn into like tentacles and suction cups. And,
And I'm
her
green.
her afro goes smooth and bulbousy, and she's a green octopus. And you kind of do that thing where you don't like hop into the water, you just kind of
Yeah.
Sloth.
I
Yeah.
slough right in.
Druids. I've seen enough in 1 week that could traumatize me for a lifetime.
I agree. That was a bit disconcerting.
Comes with the territory.
Lorinda's taking notes.
Finally.
Clorinda, you're so excited to have this dry paper that you're taking notes feverishly, and you're so focused on what you're writing. You get a paper cut. A little bit of blood drops into the water,
Oh.
and a moment later, you all feel a massive hit on the side of the raft.
Oh, jeez. Bubba's still
Shakes. You both are.
Yeah.
Your raft is shaking. Comes to a slowed stop.
Waters? Is it the Kraken?
I'm guessing you're familiar with these things.
Aye.
What do you think that was?
Did,
Many a ship to Davy Jones' locker.
Give me an instinct roll, Roscoe.
I hope you're right. Well, you know what? I hope you're not right. That would be...
Is it instinct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Perchance did Bubba or Mozzie see the creature that was in the water since they're...
Since we're under there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
After we find out if...
Okay. That's a 10 with hope.
Great, take the hope.
Mm-hmm.
You check on the barbecue sauce. You look out after that bump and you see just cresting above the water a fin. And it starts whipping its tail, splashing towards you. The two of you, from underneath the water, see from the haziness of the water, because it's shallow, it's not clear waters. You can see through the haze the face of a large shark heading your way very, very quickly. And within a moment, it hits you again. And I'm going to start countdown.
Okay.
When that countdown hits 3, your raft is damaged. Travel will be slowed. If the die runs out, your raft is destroyed and you have to swim. It's hit your raft twice now.
Okay.
That's my go.
Can I see, like, I want to jump on it.
Okay. Yes. So right after it hits your raft, you can see that it goes underneath and is just kind of jostling around. Hasn't really noticed the two of you quite yet and goes past your raft just a little bit to intend to go past it to turn around and come back. So you do have a split second that you see it. You like look down in the waters, you can see kind of like its outline going underneath the raft and coming out the other side.
Yeah.
Do you want to jump?
I want to jump on it, try to get on its back.
Okay, give me an agility roll.
That is 13 with hope.
Take that hope.
Fall.
Of course.
Well,
Give it away.
I'm going to go ahead and spend my 3 hope to activate my No Mercy, where I get a plus bonus to all my attack rolls until my next rest.
So
Wow.
good. You jump on it and you can feel its like skin, its flesh is slippery but rough in a weird way. And you begin to slide off. You begin to and you grab its fin and just kind of situate yourself back on top. And it's you're just above the water at the moment, but it is slashing and jostling.
Well, I'm going to strike it.
Okay, make an attack.
I got a +1 to my attack roll, plus my 2 strength. Yep. That is a 15 with hope.
That hits. Take the hope.
Hey.
And then it's 1d8 plus 4, and I'm going to add my rally die to that hit.
Boom, dude.
Wait,
Go.
And my strength goes to my attack too, right?
No,
No.
your strength just goes to see if
To the
it's-
attack
yeah,
roll.
Yep.
Okay.
So just roll your damage dice plus your d6.
Just so you know, when Mozzi
So that
solved the shark,
is-
meter ink.
13 damage.
Okay.
So I just take my saw cleaver and I literally just slam it into its fin.
And you can feel like it pierces and it chunks in and it is currently caught in the side of this shark and it retorts and is going to try and buck you off. Make a finesse roll against my make a finesse roll. And I'm going to mark a stress to add its experience. No, I can't do that. Well, I can, but I'm not going to.
Ew. That is a 9 with fear.
Oh boy.
That is a crit. So,
Oh!
nat 20. So,
Oh boy.
it bucks you off and you lose the handle of your saw cleaver and you fall into the water and it is now still sticking into the shark. It is going to turn around and try to bite. $18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Many rows of teeth are about to chomp down into your flesh. Enjoy it. Tell me how it feels.
Of course.
Ooh.
It's never what you want to hear.
Nope.
That's going to be 23 points of physical damage.
Ooh.
And
I'm gonna mark an armor.
you can't.
What? What the freaking... Why is it always direct damage for me?
It's not. It has a feature called Rending Bite. When this adversary makes a successful attack, target must mark an armor slot without receiving its benefits. So mark it. You can
That's
still
not
use.
nice.
Oh, hold on. You can still use. I'm so sorry. You can still use armor to reduce the damage. If they can't mark an armor slot, they must mark an additional hit. So
You know,
mark
I'm
an
just
armor
gonna take.
slot.
I'm just gonna take the 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Statement.
But you still marked an armor slot, right? Because of the
Yes.
rending bite.
Why?
You also
Dog.
That doesn't make any sense.
I have the worst luck with these enemies, bro.
you jump at it, bro.
Yeah, like what?
You kind of did it to yourself.
It also has.
I mean, yeah, but
It also has
direct damage, and now this.
No, I agree.
It also has a
You got-
passive feature called
Boom.
Terrifying. When this adversary makes a successful attack, all PCs within far range
Everybody.
lose a hope, and I gain a fear.
That's some bull honky.
I'm guessing
I
it's
had
all
none
this.
to begin with. Okay.
That. So, Andrew, when you get back here, lose a hope.
All hope is lost now.
That's my go. It is now going to turn. Well, it already turned around to bite you, so it's kind of there.
Have I ever read anything about how to calm a shark?
Its nose, you flip it over.
Yeah, it's common knowledge. It's not a magical creature. It's not a rare creature. It's a big shark. Sharks, you would know, are calmable. They're tameable. They're even in like enclosures in certain viewing areas like zoos and aquariums. They are, however, stirred by only two things. The swirling and sloshing of chaotic waters catches their attention. They want to bite what's in it. The only thing that makes them go crazier than that is blood in the water. And its eyes have glazed over. You can try, with disadvantage, to try to somehow calm the shark if you would like to. Certainly can.
I'm thinking if anybody wants to go.
Shark bait. Ooh, ha, ha.
I'd like to do.
So you see off through the water, you see all this sloshing and crazy, and then you look, and just past you, this massive shark swims by.
Yeah.
And you see, like, the legs of your friend Deckard dip down into the water as he has jumped on the shark. Not a moment later, you see the shark react, and Deckard flies off into the water. The shark turns around and just gets him right in the side of the torso.
Oh, geez. Okay, so Bubba's gonna think quickly. Think on his webbed toes, his
Okay.
webbed feet. He's gonna make a scene. I'm gonna spend 3 hope to temporarily distract this target within close range. Would he be in close range?
Yes,
Okay.
it's 30 feet.
Spend 3 hope. I'm gonna distract this shark, so that he'll have a -2 penalty on their difficulty.
Wow, really?
Yeah, which would be good for everybody.
Ew. Is that a temporary condition?
It's temporarily.
Okay, got it.
Temporarily distract.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is Bubba's just underneath the water, and he's just. That's not very nice what you did to my friend there. Why don't you pick up somebody your own size for once?
What you see is this shark as it's got Deckard in the torso, and you say these things, you can see its black eyes just shift to you, and it whips, and you, Deckard, kind of flop away into the water, and it is coming for you.
Oh, no.
Do you have to make a roll for that?
No.
Could
It's
I
amazing.
help by also distracting with my octopus?
Well, he already succeeded,
Okay.
but you can make an action. It's your go.
Okay. I could do a melee agility roll.
Okay. You just
Um,
like slap this thing with your tentacles.
that's basically what I was thinking. Or I kind of want to go after its eyes.
Great.
For
So
the
make-
agility, it just says that it's a D4 if I hit.
Okay.
I
So make your roll your 2d12s. What trait does it use? Agility?
11 with 11, 12. 12 with fear.
Okay. Well, because your friend Bubba was successful in distracting it, 12 is now its
Oh, yay!
DC.
All right.
That is amazing timing.
All right, and so that would be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And its eyeballs.
And you just... And it's kind of blinking its eye. That was with fear?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend that fear to end the condition.
Oh.
And I am going to... It's going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Okay. 15?
Every time. Yep. That's gonna bite.
12 points of physical damage. And everybody lose hope.
Golly damn.
And you have to mark an armor slot. Here go.
Is he within close range of
Mhm.
Clorinda?
You all are.
Okay.
I'd say you're all within 30 feet.
Is there any way that I can, like, use spirit weapon to throw my axe at it, hit it on the head without, like, accidentally killing it?
Sure. I would just request, does your axe use strength?
Yes.
So I would request you to make a finesse roll.
Okay. I'm going to use...
What are you trying to do? You trying to knock it out?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh,
Thou.
I should have been counting this down this whole time.
Well, he hasn't hit it again, has he?
Yeah. It was
It
only
was
just
on
count
a
the hit.
successful attack, but yeah, you're right. Good point.
There you go.
Good looking out.
It was 9 with fear.
9 with fear.
Not good.
So that misses. You throw your axe, which is now. Does it return to you?
Like a
Of course it
boomerang.
does. I'm going to spend that fear. It's going to charge you. But you're up on the raft.
Correct.
So it's going to hit the raft. But it has to make a successful attack against the raft. I'm gonna make the raft's DC a 10. It's a crit.
God.
Lame.
That's why she's a lame.
And it's gonna tick down. And you see like shards of wood start to break off and splinter. And it knocks you off your balance and you fall into the water.
Lame. Very lame.
Disagree.
Is she?
Here, it's
Shrugs.
all y'all's go.
Is the shark occupied with the other people?
It's not occupied on one specific person. It hit the raft. Clorinda fell into the water, and it is beginning to swim a little bit away to get kind of like a running start.
I made boo boo. I'm now out of beast form because when I got major damage, I was supposed
Knocked
to
you
drop
out of beast form.
So
Okay.
for the record, I am now not in beast form.
Okay.
Under the water,
Okay.
like an idiot.
And your froze just taking on water. Okay. What do you want to do, Rosca?
So the shark is a distance away then.
Ooh.
from
Very
the other.
close range. So up to 10 feet away.
Would it be enough to where I could use Rain of Blades on it without it striking any of my comrades?
I believe we decided that is against a specific target, right?
Okay, all right.
I think so, right?
Yeah, then I'm going to spend a hope.
Do
and
it.
Use that.
Rain.
Blades.
And the range in that is far range, I believe.
Strike all targets within very close range.
All targets.
Yeah. But it's targets.
That language is very
I
confusing.
know.
We ran into this before.
Right, that was the...
I'll say that Clorinda would not be a target of
Okay.
yours. So yes.
Alright. There's another question. Since it's in the water, you said that water was like a little murky.
You're not getting away with the fog ability on this one, buddy. I'm sorry.
Worth a shot. I'm going to
Always
ask.
ask.
I'm always going to ask. All right.
Always ask. That's a great thought. Great idea.
right.
Willow, come here.
The table.
Puppy dog.
That's a 12 with hope.
Oh.
Take that hope.
All right.
Fortunately, the blades hit the water and go still and slow and do not reach the shark.
I don't like that he ruined my distraction. One shot and he ruined the distraction so quick.
You can distract as many times as you want.
I have my abilities back though.
Well, that missed, so I'm going to... It's under the water, and it just knocked Clorinda in. But Bubba would be the closest. It's going to try and bite Bubba.
I don't think so.
I do. It's a 19.
That's
Dragonite
really
dice,
nice.
man.
So what, man?
It
Okay.
is your duty as somebody that lives in this house
Don't
make
turn
that
her
dice-
against me.
to make
I
that dice
agree.
disappear.
I agree.
Do it.
No, it's gone.
16.
Give them to
It's gonna be
Willow.
16 points of
Have Willow
damage.
bury them.
Yeah.
That one of those bite things.
Willow's gonna poop it out.
They all are. So,
It'll happen, 24,
everybody
48 hours.
has to lose a hope.
Achievement.
I'm going to gain a fear.
Oh, this is
Christmas.
such bull
That's
honker.
literally all of my hope is gone. I started out with
Mine
full
too.
hope, and now I have nothing. Because
And you take the, the 16
that's severe.
and mark that armor slot.
And I don't get to use the armor slot.
You can still mark an armor slot if you've got them to reduce it, but you have to mark one regardless without taking its benefits.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that because
Y'all's go.
I want to use, because I have my abilities now, I want to use Nature's Stun and talk to it and get it to stop.
Okay.
First time, huh?
This is the way.
just a
Oh,
frog.
crit!
Yay!
Let's
Crit!
go!
Okay. You successfully talked to it. Doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere.
Well, I also have a +2 to that crit if that does anything. So I'm going to speak to it, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, you're being very rude to me and my friends, and I don't like what you're doing, and you need to stop it right now, or you're gonna be punished."
And you just hear back, food! And, if you want, I'll tell you what, on a crit,
I was gonna say I got a crit. That's sad.
all that means is that it's critically
Is that-
successful.
good job, Kim.
That you can talk to it.
You got nothing.
But
That's
I
what it
will
means.
give me a presence roll with advantage. You're welcome.
Oh.
And
You need to roll a d6 to add to that.
Thank you. 17, 18
Okay.
with hope.
I must have food!
Where's the deer? Oh, it's back the boat. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh. Have any food? We have any?
Can you convince them that we got a deer carcass in the boat?
If you can be patient, we have a carcass.
Food!
It's bloody, and it's been sitting for a few days, so you know it's good.
Blood!
It's got that. I have no blood though. I don't have blood, and neither do my friends.
Friend! Blood! And it's gonna turn to Clorinda.
For what?
Because you bled in the water.
Not
Oh,
on
yeah.
purpose.
I'm gonna try vicious entangle
Okay.
because
You stalled it.
okay. It's a 20 with fear. Or actually 22 with fear.
It definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 3, 4. Wait,
Nice. It's going to try and bite you.
I don't have blood. I already said that.
13.
It hits.
My bad.
8 physical.
Okay.
Mark armor slot. Here. And I'm going to spend another fear for it to bite, and then it's going to try and hit the raft. Nope.
Now you miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
It doesn't matter. So just leave it.
there's now 4 of you in the water. You're the only one up top, and there's just food everywhere.
By the way, I think I'm the only one that's hit this besides Mozzi.
Really?
Yes, that's done damage.
And
to
your
it.
saw
Yeah.
cleaver is still sticking out the side of it.
Yes.
So
Which we got yet.
what are you guys
so,
gonna do?
So how close am I to the shark?
You're 15 feet, 10, 15 feet.
But you're in the water.
Okay, but I am in the water.
You are,
Yes.
and it is not focused on you.
No, it's not. And I've only got 3 hit points left. Yeah. So
Yeah, same.
I'm going. Oop,
Not been a good.
Yeah, do something, Roscoe.
I was gonna say.
Shelly,
Well,
attack the man.
do you want to try and get your cleaver, or what are you thinking?
I would like to try and get my cleaver, but attack it at the same time.
I mean, you'd be in close range. You could try and
See, I just don't want the retaliation though, because I will
try
die.
and fire on it.
I have an idea.
Or we could also talk about tag teams.
I was gonna say
Out of hope,
What do
can't
you
do
think?
a tag team.
I could use pick and pull.
I don't know what that means.
It's a steal it. I could steal.
Oh,
So I could steal it from the shark
You can. It would be
Okay.
a
And
disarming.
and then give it to you.
Oh, I love that.
Toss it and attack.
It's currently just under the raft, so I will
Okay.
absolutely allow that. That's awesome.
Okay, I'll do pick and pull then. Have no advantage on action rolls.
That's awesome, dude.
That
Okay.
is so sick.
All right. Let's see if I can do that. Now, can I pick and pull and attack, or is it one or the other?
You can do your pick and pull, and then we can do a separate action for an attack.
Okay. All right.
Since you'll have it close, I would just say finish your.
So in that, I guess I just get back on the raft at that point.
Okay, so you're gonna swim and climb on. Okay.
All right. And I'll jump in after to get. That's a 16 with fear.
Okay. So you wait for just the right moment. This is your territory, so you're very comfortable here.
Oh yeah.
You've fought off sharks before.
Yar.
You wait for just the right moment for that handle just to dip right above the within reach, right at the surface of the water. And just like catching a fish with your bare hands, you just snatch the handle and pull it out of the side of the shark. And I will say it takes a stress.
Okay.
It can take stress. You hand it off to Deckard.
Yep. So
Okay.
I grab it in my mouth, pull it out,
Awesome.
Nice.
and then I toss it Deckard.
And then I catch it, hop in the air with my pistol drawn as well.
Go.
And I'm
Go.
just going to come right down on it.
Go. Do it.
Oh, I need to roll these. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 17, 18, 19, 20 with hope.
Nice.
That hits hard. Take that hope. That's awesome.
And I got a hope. That's perfect. I'm going to spend my last 2 remaining hope and add crack shot
Ooh.
to my strike.
You can do that.
Yes. So as Deckard comes down and slices a chunk out of the shark, he takes his pistol and shoves it in that new gash it made and pulls the trigger.
All right. Roll all that beautiful damage.
That's just a +4 to the damage.
So great.
So that is 15 damage.
That is its manger. It's close. So you just, I mean, with trench coat of flourish, come down. So you come down and chunk it with the saw cleaver, and
Yep.
then.
And I just, yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
Hang on.
like right on its head.
I gotta give it to you. Now you need to see if you need to reload, right?
Not with this
Let's
one.
wait for the ding.
Oh, because you're just adding it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Well, not even the small revolver doesn't have that
Oh, the
stipulation
reload
to
feature?
it. Yeah,
Because it's not a primary weapon.
because it's not a primary weapon.
That's even more beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So you, and that was with hope.
Yes.
Okay, so you shoot it, and it tail whips again, and is it's trying to swim straight down.
I would just get off of it and head back to the raft at that point.
Okay, so you're back at the raft. What about the three of you who are still in the water?
Am I close enough that I can get on the raft?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You can climb up on.
It's tongue time, baby.
That's what I was thinking.
If you kill another thing with that
That's what I'm
freaking
thinking.
tongue,
It's tongue time,
That's what I'm
baby.
thinking. Like he's like that shark's in so much pain after that.
it's hurting.
after that crack shot
The blood in the water is from the shark at this
from
point.
him now. So
Maybe other sharks will come and eat it.
you know, Bubba sees that this shark
It's
is
dark, Mozzie.
in trouble,
Okay.
and he can think of nothing better to do than to whip out his tongue and try to strike this shark right in the eyeball. You know,
Again.
It is your move.
With
man.
what else is he gonna do? This is his thing. So I'm gonna mark a stress. Use my tongue as a weapon because why not?
Because why not?
It's just an attack roll, +1 to an attack roll. I use the rally die for the attack roll. Or for
Say attack.
I would say
because
attack.
damage
the
isn't.
attack is 14. That's his.
It's 12.
It's 14.
Oh, that's right. He ended the condition. Didn't he?
Immediately he ended
Yeah.
it. Immediately. He didn't even. He
Look-
wasn't even
look
like.
at- look
But
at
he
all
doesn't
this.
have much.
Stupid fear.
Doesn't have much life left.
Use it all.
His
I
HP
know.
is low, so
Trying to spend them.
D12. I'm sure he probably has like
Sorry.
2 left.
somewhere in that range.
I'm feeling good. I'm gonna roll it normal just for
Okay.
attack +1.
Alright.
15
Okay.
+1, so 16 with fear.
Okay.
Take that.
But it hits.
But it hits. I'm gonna do it's a D12. I'm gonna use my rally die, so it's a D12 +6.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use a different die for my attack. Because I want to. Come on! Ooh, that's 14. Skadoosh!
He did it, didn't he?
You rolled the d12 and the d6?
Yes. That's 14.
He did it, didn't he?
That's 14 points of damage.
14
Yes.
is
Say it.
its major threshold.
Say it.
You're done.
Say it.
This is against everything I believe in.
Say it.
Bubba, the floor is yours.
Go.
Once again, how you kill the shark.
I'm sick and tired of people trying to attack my friends. They don't understand the wrath of the frog. Take this
right.
tongue right into your eyeball and perish from its poisoned tentaculars. You will hurt no longer. You wanted food. Guess what, buddy? We're gonna eat you instead.
You turn from the predator to the prey.
Bubba just whips his tongue out, unfurls it, just like that celebration thing. Right? And he just hits that shark right in the eyeball.
Makes that same noise.
Yep.
Smacks him in the eyeball, and the eyeball just pops into his head. He's dead.
You see this shark swim down, blood pouring out of its wound on its side from the gunshot. And in a heroic moment, we just see a floating Bubba alone in the waters. And just your tongue straight shot to the eyeball cracks through its skull. And you get a little bit of brains on your tongue,
Nice. Good.
which is either gross or good.
Good.
I don't know how you feel about brains.
Gain its power.
And the rest of you see the shark belly up float to the surface.
I land on it.
It's
You land on
I
it.
climb up it because I hadn't gotten out of the water yet. And I'm like, that was awesome!
what I do. I kill things with my tongue. Y'all have come to learn that by now.
Does anybody want this? Should I bring it over?
I'll take the head.
Rosca,
I'll take one of the fins.
you know
And soup.
a little known fact about sharks
Oh.
in this area.
We see from sharks comes shark oil. When dissolved in hot water and consumed, shark oil grants underwater breathing for 1 hour.
That'll be useful.
Sounds barbaric, though.
Hey, there ain't nothing better than being able to breathe underwater. Trust
No,
me.
no.
Decker's
Not
gonna
for
drink a health
power.
potion.
Nice.
I'm gonna use
1d4 health.
my rally die to clear my stress.
Yes. 3 on the dot, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
Haha! 6 to clear my stress.
Some healing, though.
I gave you one of my health potions. I had 3, so that is 1d4 hit points.
1d4.
Yep.
I'll take it. Thank you. Incredible. Turn me up. Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome.
So, as you all catch your breath, you extract shark oil by whatever means you see fit.
Ugh.
I feel like it's like a cow and you just milk it.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Milk anything with nipples, Greg.
I want to know.
With some shark cheese. Yeah.
Ugh. That's so gross.
Some shark yogurt. Oh, yeah.
Okay, stop, please.
Ugh.
Shargert.
Yes! Yes! Coining it right now.
Genius!
What's our stress situation? How many stress did everyone take?
I took
that.
stress, but then I used my rally
I've had
die.
4 stress for like 3 sessions now.
Have you really?
Yep.
Everybody else?
I'm not too worried.
I'm
about
great.
it.
Nothing.
No stress. for
No
you?
stress.
No stress.
Well, real quick, if I could, I'm gonna do a rousing speech. Once per long rest, you can give a heartfelt, inspiring speech. All allies within far range clear to stress.
But if I
I
don't
wish
want
I
to-
had waited on
Huh?
that. I
I
used
don't
my
want
rally
to.
die.
If you don't want to, then I'm not gonna do it.
Fine, I'll clear 2 stress.
No, if you don't want to.
Like, you want this
No,
rousing
use your
speech?
thing.
No. If you have something planned for that stress,
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm
Oh.
also gonna use my
yeah.
health
Here's a
potion.
heartfelt speech. All of those who are stressed out right now, I pretty much get it.
Hank?
I'll tell you what.
God dang it.
That's really good.
I'm tired of these sharks coming after us in the waters.
Like shark accessories.
I ain't never fought off a shark before. Have you done that before? Ever?
No.
We kicked its butt, man.
Yeah, we did.
Look at us.
Yeah, we did.
Proud of you. Proud of us.
Out of everyone.
Yeah. Let me give you a massage. Make that stress go away real quick. Let me touch you.
Fingers.
Let me clear a couple of stress for you, buddy. Come on.
Old-fashioned way.
Alright, that's it.
That's it.
All allies clear 2 stress.
Go team.
I don't think that Sunny's gonna be too happy with the fact that the raft is busted. But
Sonny's got bigger things to worry about, honestly, than a raft.
It's not totally busted, is
well,
it?
I mean, he needs it to get his food.
But don't you can create
We need
vines.
it to get
you
his
got vines, don't you? Can't
Yeah.
you just like put some vines around it and
Yeah, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm
I
gonna.
There you
mean,
go.
you saw what he did in that hut, right? I'm sure crossing the channel here is nothing for him.
I'm gonna
He
go
spoke in
ahead
3
though,
voices.
and use wild touch and kind of like grow the
Reinforce the
yeah,
raft.
just reinforce
Nice.
it
Awesome.
when we get to the other side.
Awesome. So after a little while, you arrive back at shore. You all step off the raft. And Mozzie, as you turn back to look at the raft, it disappears.
Oh. I thought was okay. Well, on our way back, I need to check in with Stemson. Because he will be upset if I don't say hi. He's probably at the watering can, I think, by now. So, let's go. You guys can have... There's so many kinds of water. We have puddle water, we have sparkling water, we have spring water, we have ocean water. And then we have dirty puddles.
Alcoholic water.
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water is amazing.
To them, it's alcoholic.
Makes them feel bubbly.
This is that woo sparkling water.
Oh, and Bubba, there's a compost heap right in the middle of town. So if you need to go get some flies, they're all over there.
Bless you, Mozzie.
I try my best.
I can't think of anything better right now than just sitting around a pile of compost and just plucking flies
Just
out the
get
air.
them.
As you all head into Whisper Grove, you can navigate pretty quickly to the pile.
Hey, I smell it.
It's easy to find. As you arrive there, what you see are several other fungals and lichens all around the pile as a group would at a jacuzzi. They've all got their toes in, sharing stories about the day, having a nice time in the sun, all fertilizing.
Hi, Morris.
Mozzie, glad to see you back.
Hi. Is Stemson at the watering can?
Oh, yeah, he headed down there just a little bit ago.
Okay.
He'll be thrilled to see you.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you guys to be with me during this because he's gonna want me to stay.
I need to intimidate him.
Oh no, I was about to say.
No, you're already gonna be scary to him. He's not very brave. All right, so we're gonna go into the watering can.
Yeah, so
I
as you
was gonna
guys,
hang out around the compost pile and talk with your Lycian friends.
Yeah, they're great.
yeah,
You'll have
you
tons of
see
time.
Yeah.
you see one who kind of looks like Mozzie, but with a different fro cut. It's just fro down the middle.
Frohawk.
Yeah, frohawk.
Nice.
And kind of sitting there. Oh, what brings you to the grove?
Well, my buddies and I, we just killed a shark out there in the where the sands are, up here east of here.
Oh,
No big deal. I poked its eye with my tongue.
that sounds pretty adventurous.
It was pretty fun. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of stunk at first. We thought we were all gonna die. But we're here.
Yeah, I saw Mozzie. It looks like everybody made it back
She's
one piece.
great. Mozzie's great. Man, oh man, she's fantastic.
She's the best.
If everyone else in this community is like her, I can't believe it.
Well, not everybody is as ready to leave the grove as she was. You know, we all just kind of plop down.
Plant your roots, as they say.
Yeah, as they say.
Heck yeah, man. No, I get that. Yeah, it was tough. I get it. You know, I didn't want to leave my home, but, you know, here I am.
Well, where you from, pal?
You ever heard of a continent called Bagomere?
Oh, sure, yeah, way across the water.
Yeah, I'm from a little town. Little town inside of there. Wetlands.
In there? Oh.
It's
Sounds
just a
like
swampy area. It's pretty great, man. There's lots of plants.
Oh, sounds lovely.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Why would you ever leave a place like that?
It's a long story, friend. Buckle down. I've got time to share it with you.
My roots are laid.
Bubba just starts picking off flies. And he kind of goes into his story a little bit with this friendly stranger that he just met. while you guys go into the watering can.
So we enter into the watering can. You hear from inside, Bobby, look out! And you duck just in time, like a clay tankard hits the wall right up above
I
your
draw
head.
my pistol and point it at Stimson.
He draws. He grabs another tankard.
He's my friend. Stop.
He's a friend.
Yes, they're all my friends.
I don't believe it, Bobby.
What do
Put
you
down
mean
the
you don't
tankard,
believe it? I
little
have
thing.
friends.
Been bewitched, Bobby.
Oh my goodness.
Too much time in the city.
Roscoe's in the shadows.
Mozzi, is this going to be a problem?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Bobby, is this going to be a problem?
Stimson, he's my friend. They're my friends. We work together. You've had too many spring waters.
He's going to turn tilt the tankard. It's empty. That's the both I have.
And
Sorry.
Deckard could kill you. Please stop.
God, kill him.
I'd like to see you try.
I would try.
Roscoe
I
steals
would
the
try.
tankard.
Stimson, calm it down.
It's been the same since you left.
Are you having a hard time?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's not working out at Grove. It just hasn't been the same.
I'm sorry, Stimson.
Half the people want to leave. Half the people want to stay. Watering can's not making anybody. Twisted Pedal can't record our single. What am I supposed to do, Mozzi?
No. But I'm sure it's not as bad as you think it is. I think it's just that you're having a rough day.
Not compared to time spent in the big city, Mozzi. You know, the problems of the Grove seem real small compared to the big city. So,
Can I lean over to Roscoe and just say and whisper to him? Well, they are quite small, so problems by comparison probably are quite tiny.
Yes. Mozzi, does your friend have any hobbies
His band.
besides the band? It
Play
doesn't sound
music.
like it's going well.
play music and Twisted Pedal, the next big thing.
I have a great idea. What if you use those skills to teach others your music? That would give you something to do.
All
I
the many
suppose.
Lichens are always wanting to learn more about music.
This isn't about me. I'm glad to see you're back, Mozzie. I didn't want you to go in the first place, but you know, it's great to see you. I'm sorry, I'm in such a place.
Okay? I mean, you just have to be kind to yourself.
Well, what brings you back to the Grove?
We had to see Sunny.
Oh, how's Sunny doing?
I think he's not doing too good. He had to help us with a problem we're having. But he didn't seem to really know much.
Is it anything I can help with?
I don't think so.
Oh,
But
of course.
But hey, just seeing you helps. We have missed you. Or I've missed you. They don't know you, but they
If I
would
did,
miss you.
I would have missed you. Yes,
I'm Stemson.
absolutely. Hi.
Your friends of Mozzie, your friends of mine. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Clarinda. My friends call me Clary, but not very many people call me that.
That's lovely.
I didn't know that.
Really? I thought I told you.
No.
Claire.
Oh, I must have forgotten.
Well, that's a lovely name. It seemed like you have quite a story to tell.
Nope, not very much of a story to tell,
Oh,
actually.
certainly. Well,
She's very mysterious.
we don't like mysteries in the Grove, you know. Mystery is just a story that's not told to those who listen to it.
What?
You know, everybody says that. A mystery is a story told to those who haven't heard that they don't listen.
I'm
He lost it halfway through.
Clarinda kind of like walks up to.
Would you mind if I take a sample? I've never seen an intoxicated plant before.
Oh, certainly. Where would you like to take the sample from?
Oh, don't worry. You just look that way. I'll take it.
Where?
She just kind of like slices.
I don't see anything.
Oh, look at the shark fin that we got from the shark. You want this for your pot?
Shark.
I didn't really. They did it.
That's
My
really
friend Bubba,
scary, Mozzie.
he put his tongue right through its eyeball.
Ew. Gross.
Bubba's not here right now.
I don't know who Bubba is.
Well, he went to the compost heap with Morris and the guys.
Yeah, Morris, he's been frequenting the compost a little too often, you know. You know what they say.
Yeah, like somebody's been frequenting the watering can, huh?
What else am I supposed to do? I got a failing band. My friend left for the big city.
A hobby.
Hobbies.
Teaching others would be beneficial to you.
Actually, I know what you can do. And Mozzi's gonna take out the little plant that had been struggling. And she hands it to him. This little guy, he was at the flight guards quarters, and they were mistreating him horribly.
Oh, those monsters.
They treated him so badly.
Why would they?
I don't know, but they don't value us the way, the way the Grove does. And I don't want to plant him anywhere else. I think he needs you. He needs somebody who's going to help him grow big and strong.
He's going to take it. I need him. Do my best. Maybe I'll teach him how to be the next member of Twisted Pep.
Oh, he could grow into such a musician.
Well, where are you going after this?
Well, we have to go to Windrock.
Another big city.
I know.
You're just too big for us now, Mozzie.
Never. Whisper Grove is my heart. I'll be back.
Well, I hope so. And your friends aren't too bad, I guess.
They're not too bad.
So, I mean, if you guys want to come back, I'm working up a performance.
That would be lovely.
Well, I don't know if it might be a little ahead of our time. You know what I mean, Mozzie?
You always have been.
I don't know if the Grove is ready for our sound, Mozzie. Certainly not without you. Very talented.
Stop.
Well, I really hope you guys come back. It would be nice to, have some new company in the Grove every now and again. You know what I mean? It really is a lovely place. I assumed you took them through the tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool, huh?
Certainly fascinating.
I thought so too.
It was unexpected.
We might have
yes,
gone through a lot.
certainly.
Listen, we've gone through a lot of cities, but we have not gone through many trees like Gus.
Well,
Gus is
certainly
one of
not.
a kind.
I would think not.
Absolutely.
There's only so many ways we can protect the Grove, Bobby.
Exactly.
We have to keep it secret, keep it safe.
Well, while we're here, should we rest for the night? We can go to my greenhouse.
You're certainly welcome to stay. I'm working on building a amphitheater. It's the first one of its kind.
That sounds amazing, Stimson.
I'd like it if you stay.
I can't stay for long this time. We're on a schedule, but I'll come and visit as soon as I can, okay?
Certainly.
And
Well,
take care of this little guy. He needs you now.
well, the Grove isn't going anywhere, so you're welcome to come through the tree anytime you like.
Thanks, Stimson. That means he's accepted you.
Well, if you're gonna stay the night, I could build us a bonfire. We could sing some songs and drink some sparkling waters. If you're up for it, it's pretty exhilarating.
I'm sure we can handle it.
Certainly so.
I would love to see Bubba on some sparkling water. I think that'd be funny.
Well, I tell you what, I would go prepare the fire. You go show your friends your house, gather up your Bubba. In a couple of hours, we'll meet near the amphitheater for a bonfire to party. You're staying, Mozzie. You're back. Only for the night, though. I understand. It's fine. I'm not stupid. But if you would like, I could prepare some food for your friends, and we'll have just a fun evening ahead, and then you guys just get going the next day, I suppose.
What kind of food do you have here?
Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah.
grow the food.
We grow everything here that we eat, and I'm sure you noticed we're not all lichens and fungrels. There's all kinds of people here in the grove. So there's meat eaters and plant eaters and insect eaters and all kind of eaters, all kind of foods for all kinds of eaters.
Dang commune.
Stay.
Who said that?
Stay as long as you can. Stay in the grove.
Hang on, he gets like this sometimes. Smack him.
Sorry. We're not a cult. We kind of act that way sometimes. We're still learning how to be. I promise you can leave in the morning. We're not gonna tie you up and force you to stay.
I'd like to see you try.
He's only did that once.
But I had consent.
Did you though?
Anyways, I'm gonna go
Anyways.
check on Bubba.
Get settled in the grove. We'll have a bonfire later this evening, and then you're free to go in the morning, I'm sure. It'll be just fine.
I'm just gonna walk up over to Bubba and just say, these black people are just really strange to me. Every time I step on a flower on accident, Mozzi just yells at me. But they literally burn wood. Like they're burning their own people. Like
They're writing on their own people. They're burning their own people.
You can see.
They're using themselves to write on their own people.
As you see a fire, like a nearby fire burning, one of the logs, you look over and you see a face in the side of one of the logs. And
Hey,
another
they're just runts. It's fine.
another fungal walks up with one under his arm. Dirty runt. Throws him into the fire.
I will never understand these people.
Welcome to the grove.
Yeah,
He just walks off.
Sound like a
that's
opening to a
pretty
horror
crazy.
movie.
Yo, D-Man, meet my new buddy. His name, I'm sorry, friend, I didn't even catch your name this whole time.
Morris.
Morris.
Morris?
Yeah, we're practically family now.
You were I was just telling about how I was talking to them goblins, and then Shelly just came out of nowhere and killed every single one of them.
How was like a blood explosion? Yes.
It was
beautiful.
insane. It was
Beautiful.
insane.
I said blood explosion too. I've never seen one, but I imagine that
It was great.
it would have been a mess.
Quite.
You should have seen my face. It looked like a
I'm sure you were just red in the face.
Morris. This is why we're best friends. I'm never leaving.
I'm
I
with
love
delight.
it here. I love it here.
If you'll get more of Morris. That's why they call me Morris. You just get
Warren,
you just get more.
Son of a gun.
You just
Oh,
get
jeez.
more. So, but that's really exciting. Our only enemies, they don't have blood. They're just evil. And they're terrible. Yeah, and they're really rude and they're really violent and we burn them.
True.
Right.
Like how you're burning them right? Is that them right now? You're burning them?
Yeah.
That's them?
Yeah, but they were dead before they got to the fire. We're not monsters.
Of course not, Morris.
We don't burn them alive. We
I've
kill them
Why is
and then
that
burn them.
blinking?
Oh, crap! Guys!
Morris.
and like a split second later, 3 fungrels with axes come in and start attacking at it. Sorry, Morris. Sorry.
Horrifying.
One job. We gave him one job. Not everybody in the grove operates as, not everybody gives more.
Right, no, Morris, you're telling me, brother. I give everything I can to this group.
Well-
And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who's even trying. I've killed most of the enemies.
It sounds
come
like
across.
you're carrying the whole story.
That's
It sounds like you guys are on this great campaign across this planet, right? And it sounds like you're the leader, which is nuts. But I understand your frustration. Sometimes I just want to put my head in the
sounds
compost.
nuts, but it's not nuts. It's true. It's true.
I believe it, and I'll tell everybody.
And I can. It's great because I know where to go. I'm great with directions. I can get us there. I kill enemies with my tongue. It's fantastic.
You can navigate and murder. This is 2 greatest skills. Like, none of us have it here.
It's. Maybe you should
Well-
talk to Mozzi. Maybe you can get her on.
Well, we gotta kill the runts first before they get to the fire.
Maybe we can help out with that too. You know, just as a favor. You know, you being so kind to me.
You know what's crazy?
Anyways, we're staying here for the night.
Woo!
Party!
Let's go.
Grove party!
Grove party.
It'll be a grove trove of fun.
Ranger.
Yeah.
You know what's bananas? The same, like, hocus pocus that made us, made the runts. The burning fellas?
Mm.
Yeah, except they got like a ruined kind of it. I don't know. They don't talk. Like, if you're ever like walking through the trees and you hear like runts, kill them.
Kill him. Right on the
Just kill him.
spot.
Take that sword of yours, kill them, chop them down.
I mean. Okay.
Okay.
I just think, you know, the less runts there are in the world, the better a world it'll be.
Then what would you burn?
What else is flammable?
A lot of things.
You?
Oh.
Listen,
You're gonna have to.
Hell.
Oh,
It was a joke, my friend.
okay,
He's very dry.
I'm not armed, but I can throw compost really, really well. I get it right in your eye. So
I believe it.
it just, you know, deadly precision with the.
Sorry, Morris.
That's all I got, though.
I get it. I get it. It's fine. I think we got to go someplace though. I think we got to set up. I think we're going to Mozzi's greenhouse for the evening.
Oh,
maybe-
wonderful.
I'll meet up with you later this evening for the Grove party. Grove Trove of
Grove Trove.
fun.
At the bonfire.
At-
Grove Trove.
At the
With-
run fire.
At the run fire, we'll be burning plenty of runs. We'll be piling them up.
Fantastic.
It'll be a run burning.
Oh,
And
you're a hoot. I can't wait.
it's going to be great. There might even be a little bit of dancing. Maybe there might be a Twisted Pedal reunion. We'll see. If we can all convince your friend Mozzi to take center stage again. She's got those pipes, man.
I'll do what I can. I can be pretty convincing when I have to be.
Oh, I believe it. I'm ready to join your group. I'm ready. Let's go.
You can join us, brother.
I will roll into battle, compost in hand, at your behest, because you're a leader, and I see that. Well,
Hey, I say that too.
well,
well,
that's kind of a finishing word, isn't it?
yeah, I'll say that when I'm done.
Well,
Time to go.
it's just so finite.
It's great.
Why are we even still sitting here? But we said it. We should leave.
Okay, on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, and he's just gonna get up and walk away.
I'm just, as they both walk away, I'm just sitting there.
Just you and the compost.
I'm surrounded by just the strangest things.
As you all prepare to tour Mozzie's greenhouse, it's strange, but it's refreshing. And you have what seem like insurmountable tasks ahead. For now, taking the sunshine, the warm breeze, smiling faces, and enjoy the levity while you got it. Prepare for the Grove Trove of the century. And it is there we will leave it for this week.
Yeah, Grove Show party.
Go for a party.
What?
Good work, guys. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode. Listen in next week as we continue on our Daggerheart adventure.